Welcome to Paul Butcher Fielder in the top of the fourth inning. Got no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs to the number 3 hitter, Mary Martin. C.J. Dillon so far pitching the dirt run to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's recorded 11 outs so far. She's got 7 via the punch outs. She's only given 1 hit. The Bears got no runs on 4 hits so far here in the top of the fourth. So, yeah, Ethan, C.J.'s Dillon so far. 7 punch outs so far, looking for her 8th.
Yeah, and, she's on a better pace than she was last game. She had 8 strikeouts in game number 1 against Trinity International. I believe she'll finish with at least 11 today.
So CJ is the Bluefield Rams got no runs on a hit. That lone hit came back. It was a double to left field by Hicks. 1-2 delivery upcoming pitch missed low and inside. We're in the count of 2 balls on no hits. Do it for the Bears here in the bottom half of the fourth. It would be Pollard, Hilliard, and Pritchard. That'd be 6, 7, and 8. Do it for the Bears. So for the Bears offensively, their 4 hits. Top and bottom of the first, Klusner had a single to right. Ingram doubled to left. They're stranded there. In the second, is a single by Pritchard up the middle. And Sophie Klusner, she singled to left as well. And then she was retired 7-5-4 to end that threat. And then in the third, the Bears had no runs on a hit. However, Ingram did draw a walk.
Yeah, Cox, she's doing a good job in the circle as well for the Rams. She has 3 strikeouts so far on the game. She's shown her heater, which is some good stuff, I would say. She knows where to place the ball around the corners. We'll see if she's able to continue.
Yeah, pitch count's kind of down for Cox as well. Both she and CJ both have shown really good control, inside, outside, up, and down. So I'll bring up the catcher, Jamie Pollard, who popped out to the catcher last time.
Yeah, that was a tough situation. You had the bases loaded in that opportunity. You need to be able to drive in runs and take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, that's the reason why they keep that stat, right, Ethan? When runners in scoring position, what's your batting average? So that's when you have an opportunity to drive runs in. So again, 7-inning ball game here in the bottom of the fourth, 0-0. As Cox will get her sign. First pitch swung on, baseball hit to center field. Call for it, squeeze it for the first out of the inning.
Coming up to bat, number 21, Kendall Hilliard.
Bring up Hilliard, the left fielder. She struck out swinging back in the second.
Yeah, and that's when Cox started to show off her heater a little bit on that inside corner was to Hilliard.
Swung on, baseball up the middle, base hit. That'll be the 5th of the day for the Bears. First for Hilliard. I'll bring up Pritchard. Pritchard last time, she singled up the middle as well. All the way around to third base, was unable to score.
Yeah, and touching back to that last at-bat for Hilliard, as you can see, the Bears are first pitch swinging here. They got to feel for her rotation and what she throws. Now they're attacking.
Pitch miss outside, ball 1. So Cox will get her sign from Sloan LeBron. 1-0 delivery. Change up, caught the outside corner, even to count of the ball and a strike.
Yeah, and Cox, she's really been working that outside corner well, especially to Pritchard here, who's a left-handed batter.
Bird to the center fielder waits on deck for the Bears. 1-1 delivery upcoming. Pitch miss high. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Pritchard. Be interesting here, Ethan, with here in the 4th inning here. I wonder if maybe Coach Staggs is he getting in the middle part of the ball game? Does he start playing a little small ball, maybe put a bunt down? They've shown bunt a couple of times.
Yeah, they're rotating to the top of their lineup. As that's going to be fouled off for another strike.
Yeah, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Deuce is wild, as you like to say.
Well, we don't have the 2 outs.
Yeah,
for the count, I like it, yes. Let's see what the Pritchard can do with it. Again, singled last time up the middle. That was on the 0-2 count. The first plate appearance. Got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Definitely swing the bat very confidently with 2 strikes.
Don't go down looking. That's what they always say.
2-2 delivery. Pitch and miss outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And some also, Ethan, with this advantage, the view here, you can see how much the batters are choking up on the bat. And you can see that Pritchard's doing a good job. She's really choking up on the bat, and she's wanting to make contact with the softball. 3-2 delivery up, swung on, hit to the second baseman who fumbles it, and she'll beat the throw to first base. The ball gets by the first baseman. That allowed runners to be second and third, only 1 out. The Bears are in business here. And now it'll be retired, as Hilliard will be retired 3-5 on the throw over as the return went a little bit too far. So a lot happened there. So Pritchard will reach on the air, advance to second on the throwing gear. Bring up Caitlin Bird, who struck out swinging her first time. First pitch swung on and fouled off. And then to complete the play, Hilliard, her turn was wide to third base. The first baseman did a nice job. Good throw to third baseman to retire her 3-5. Now you got an 0-1 count here on Bird with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch miss high and outside. Still attempt, ball going left field.
Come on.
And the Bears could score the first run of the ball game, and she does.
And that's how you take advantage of an opportunity right there. You caught the third baseman sleeping in bunt defense, and you have your speed at the bottom and the top of the lineup to round it out, and you take advantage.
So Pritchard will be credited with the stolen base of third, and I believe that was a ball. Let's see here. Make sure you get that from the umpire. Yeah, 1-1. So a ball and a strike on Bird. Got 2 outs. Bears leading this one 1-0. That pitch swung on, fouled back. I run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So aggressive baseman there, Ethan, as far as stealing third with 2 outs. Kind of unusual there. Throw gets into the left field. And then Pritchard did a nice job of scoring all the way from second base after the stolen base.
Yeah, the freshman showing off her wheels around the base paths.
1-2 delivery upcoming to Bird. Pitch miss outside. Now with those deuces wild, as we talked about earlier, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And if you think about it, it's really deuces wild is number 22 up to bat.
I like that, yeah. And then what is Cox on the mound? She's 22 as well.
Look at there.
Pitch swung on, fouled off down the left field line. We'll do 2-2 all over again. If Bird's able to reach, Sophie Klusner, the second baseman, will have her 3rd plate appearance of the game.
And I believe that's when we're going to start seeing the bunting scenarios you were talking about. Last year, the Klusner twins, well, we'll see.
Pitch swung on and missed. And now we'll retire the Bears here in the 4th. However, they'll pick up a run, and we go to the 5th inning. Bears leading this one 1-0. You're watching Bears softball on the U-Pikes Sports Network. So do it for the Rams here in the 5th inning. It'll be 4, 5, 6. It'll be Wooten, Hicks, and Sanchez. As we're going to do a little camera adjustment here. That's with Man Brad and Man White out there. They're checking the stream and the camera angle. Make sure you guys can see the first baseman as well. Coach Wells is doing a little directing on the camera. And Coach Wells is giving thumbs up there. A quick adjustment. I tell you what, you send Brad out there, Coach Wells. It don't take long for something to get fixed. I tell you, man, he's just the right person, right man for the right job. So Wooten, the shortstop, at her first plate appearance, she struck out swinging. That was back in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, in their last game, she hit a couple home runs, her first collegiate home run. So maybe she hasn't faced a pitcher at CJ's level yet, So we'll see how she fares come the second time around.
CJ in the first, she punched out 2. In the second, she punched out 1. In the third, she got all 3 of them via strikeout. Then the 4th, she punched out 2. Music, Ethan. There you go. So we go to the 5th. Bears leading this one 1-0. Let's see if CJ, she's been pitching with a tie ball game so far. Now she gets the opportunity to pitch with a lead. Fastball outside corner, strike one.
Yeah, attack the zone. CJ knows where to find the zone very well. She has great control of her pitches, and she also has a good speed. A couple of the players were telling me her top speed was around 65, so that's a good advantage to have.
0-1 delivery upcoming. Fastball swung on and missed. That will quickly run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Definitely an advantage as a pitcher if you can those strikes early in the count.
And her tall frame, too. She's able to take advantage of the lower and high zone.
0-2 delivery upcoming. Fastball swung on and missed. That'll be the first out here in the 5th as she picks up her 3rd consecutive strikeout. Now bring up the second baseman, Chloe Hicks. She reached via double to left center last time and was later retired 3-5.
Yeah, and that was a good heads-up play by Clara Blair, the first baseman, to get her out trying to take 3rd.
Swung on, fouled straight back. He'll get out of play. And they count to no balls and a strike. So, again, the Rams only have 1 hit. We're in the 5th, and that come off the bat for Chloe Hicks back in the 2nd inning. She's in a 3-2 fastball to left center for the double. 0-1 count upcoming. Fastball swung on, hit towards center field. Bird goes back, sets her, feeds, makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Quickly 2 up and 2 down. They'll bring up the third baseman, Sanchez. She bounced out 6-3 last time. It was Ingram over to Blair for the putout. 2 up, 2 down here quickly in the 5th. So that's what you call pitching with the lead, Ethan. You score a run in the bottom of the 4th, come out those strikes in the top half of the 5th, let your offense get back to work.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. I mean, your offense needs to support you in any way possible. So when you go out there and support them in the circle, it works both ways, and it's great to see.
Sanchez will foul off the first pitch. If Sanchez is able to reach the pitcher, Haley Cox will take a turn at bat here in the 5th. So no balls and a strike. CJ and Pollard is the battery for the Bears today. But she'll get her sign from Pollard. Now she'll rock and fire. 0-1 delivery. Fastball low and out. We're going to count to a ball and a strike. CJ is yet to, she's allowed only the 1 base run out via the base hit.
Yeah, and that base hit, Hicks got into a battle with her. I believe it was a 9-pitch at bat, and then she finally got the double.
1-1 delivery coming from CJ. Swung on, fouled off. Her on the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's got 9 punch outs so far. She's got multiple.
And in game 1 against Trinity International, she averaged about 2 strikeouts an inning.
CJ will get her sign 1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do 1-2 all over again.
And when you could strike out multiple batters like that in a game, let alone in an inning, I mean, it's a great thing to have in the circle. The Bears, they had it last year with Mateo. We really couldn't find a second game pitcher, and I look for that to be Kelsey Hardister this year.
So CJ's doing a good job this afternoon. As you notice from mechanics, everything is staying in a straight line with Pollard, which allows for her placement of the pitches. 1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on, hit towards Bird out center field, sets her feet, squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning here in the 5th, and she'll retire the Rams. They're part of the 5th. On the fly out to Bird. And for the Bears coming up the bottom half of the 5th, it will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sophie Klusner, Lily Klusner, and Zoe Ingram. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in to the U-Pike Sports Network for Bears softball action. Stay tuned to upikebears.com for all updated schedules and viewing options of all the games. Our goal is to bring as many baseball and softball games to you guys this season. As Cox will go back out to start her 5th inning of work. Again, the Bears got a run on 5 hits. No runs on 1 hit for the Rams. They've committed an error.
Yeah, that error came crucial as it was Pritchard who came around to score who reached on the error.
Yeah, I guess actually they have more than one error because the second baseman made an error as well. So I guess there's 2 errors on the Rams because that throw, the catcher was a good throw to third base. The third baseman was just looking, had turned her back to home plate, and the ball went down the left field line, allowing Pritchard to score. Sophie Klusner, the second baseman, this will be her third at bat. The first time she bounced out 6-3. The second time she got a single to left field and later was retired 7-5-4. So this will be her third plate appearance. Also, this is where Ethan, as far as little strategies, when you only have your better hitters to lead off because they get the most at bat. So here in the 5th inning, it's already be her third at bat. So this is somebody with a lot of contact, has an opportunity to get on the bags a lot.
Yeah, she knows her zone well. She drew a lot of walks last year, and also there was a lot of bunt and runs in this situation with the 2 twins.
First pitch hits the outside corner, strike 1. Cox has punched out 4 so far.
Yeah, in her game 1 of the season, she had 11.
Pitch misses high. She walked Ingram back in the third. This only free pass she's given up, so the Bears have had 6 base runners. Only been able to score 1 run so far, but we're here in the 5th. 1-1 delivery up to Klusner. Pitch misses inside, 2 balls and a strike.
And this is what Klusner does. She works herself into a good hitter's count. She finds a way to get on base, whether it's drawing the walk, laying down a bunt, or creeping one through a gap. 2-1
delivery up coming from Cox. Swung on, hit up the middle base. Hit. That will be the 6th of the day for the Bears. The second one for Sophie Klusner. The leadoff signal, and that will bring up Lily Klusner.
Coming up to bat, number 24, Lily Klusner.
The third baseman, she got a single to right field her first time, and then she popped out to the shortstop her second time. With Ingram on deck here, then Blair after that, Ethan, I would not be surprised to see Bunt try to get her in scoring position here in the 5th.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
They show the bunt, nice bunt. That will advance Sophie to second. Lily be retired 2-3 for the first out. Nice sacrifice bunt. That'll bring Zoe Ingram to the bat.
Yeah, the home run masher so far for the Bears. She started the series 2 for 2 against Trinity International with 2 home runs.
Yeah, so on her first at bat today, she went off the left field wall, and then the second time up, she only saw 1 strike out of the 5 pitches that she saw. First pitch to Ingram, swung on, hit towards center field. The shortstop will call for it off her glove, and that will allow Ingram to reach first base. Sophie Klusner will stay where she is. It'll be E6. Now bring up Claire Blair, who popped out to the pitcher her first time and then flew out to the center fielder her second time. That's Martin out in center. She's played a good defensive game for the Rams. Runners at first and second, only 1 out. The cleanup hitter, first pitch to her, caught the outside corner, strike 1. After Blair be Kelsey Hardister. Oh, 1 delivery from Cox. Swung on, popped up. Going to get out of play. Run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Cox had 4 punch outs so far through the first 4 innings. This is where Claire just got to choke up, and she does a little bit. Try to get this baseball to the outfield somehow and score runs. Still got to have productive outs if you're going to get out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as a freshman, you need to take weight.
Swung on, fouled off. Nice job of Blair to keep on fighting.
Yeah,
the freshman from Johnson Central High School. I've seen her dad in attendance. He looks around, gives him a look. Definitely has a lot of potential to have a great career in the orange and black. 0-2 delivery upcoming from Cox to Blair. Gets her sign. Now she'll rock and fire. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. That's going to allow Klusner and Ingram both to advance. So second and third.
Yeah, hard time keeping that one in front of her. Bounced off of just in front of home plate, and LeBron couldn't find a way to keep it in front of her.
Even more important here, Ethan, you can put the bat on the softball with 2 strikes. See if you can score a run. Get it the outfield, even in the air, should score a run. 1-2 delivery. Fastball, now it's a changeup, Swung on and missed. That'll be the 5th punch out of the day for Cox. And that's going to bring up Hardister First time popped out to the catcher. I'm sorry, walked her first time, then struck out her second time. Runner second, third, 2 outs. First pitch fouled straight back.
Yeah, and you know, Gary, I really like this right center field. If you could find one in that gap right there, the second baseman, she's really hugging that foul line a little bit, I would say, trying to play behind the first baseman.
Yeah, right over the middle. You think of the shortstop's playing far to the left as well. Pitch miss high, 1-1. Yeah, if you get anywhere from that left center gap or Ethan or that right center field gap, it's going to score Ingram second, who's got good speed. Should be going on contact.
With 2 outs, you should be.
1-1 delivery upcoming at Hardster. Swung on, fouled straight back again. Run the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
And with Hardster, it's interesting how Staggs and Coach April will use her this year. She's a pitcher as well, and they want to keep her bat in the lineup. So it'll be interesting, especially in Game 2's a doubleheaders, how he'll work that.
1-2 delivery upcoming from Cox. Swung on a miss. That retired the Bears here in the 5th. So we'll strand 2 and go to the 6th. Bears leading this one 1-0 as the Bears score no runs. He got 1 hit in that inning as well. So we'll go to the 6th. Bears 1, Rams nothing. CJ will go back out for her 6th inning of work. Do it for the Rams here in the 6th. It'll be 7, 8, 9. It'll be Cox, McDuffie. And then we had a pinch up. We had an injury there, number 17. I haven't got a name on 17. You got that name, Ethan?
Yeah, I do. It's going to be Kirsten Buchanan.
Buchanan. So CJ will come out and toe the circle for the 6th inning. Quick moving game here at Paul Butcher Field.
Yeah, and Gary, that's what I love about softball. They keep the pace moving out here.
Definitely a game of it's an entertaining game, fast-paced game, as you talked about. The dimensions a little bit smaller there, where it allows the plays to be made and a little bit of offense too, as far as the softball getting out, especially Paul Butcher Field here down the line, 200 feet, 210 dead center,
Yeah.
a hitter's ballpark.
Yeah, I was about to say my dorm actually is out there in left center field, and you can hear sometimes home runs getting hit off the back of those buildings. So it's definitely small dimensions in softball, not compared to the Johnny over there. That left field wall is probably the shortest part of the field.
So Cox will lead off here for the Rams. The pitcher, and her only at bat, she struck out back in the 3rd. Again, CJ's allowed 1 hit through 5. That's been the only base runner for the Rams. First pitch, swung on and missed. Way to start the inning there to strike 1.
Yeah, and if you're CJ, you need to stay ahead here. Back your team. You have the middle of your order coming up with Pollard, and just keep the momentum going.
0-1, fastball outside corner, strike 2. CJ has faced the minimum so far. On that base hit back in the 2nd, Hicks was retired 3-5.
Yeah, she's really finding her groove out there today.
0-2 delivery coming from CJ. Fastball missed high and outside. Run the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
No.
She's looking for her 10th punch out. She's got 9 so far. No, but man, Ethan predicted 11 earlier today.
Yeah, we'll see if she gets there. I think she's going to go fastball.
Fastball swung on and missed. Caught the outside corner on a miss. That'll be the first out. It'll be her 10th punch out of the day, and it's going to bring up McDuffie, the left fielder. She struck out her first time as well.
Yeah, keep the pace going. If I'm CJ here, I want to go back to that fastball. I might throw in a changeup, but I want to try and tunnel their visions here.
First pitch, McDuffie swung on, hit down the right field line, foul. Strike 1, and so Coach Charles will give the sign over to Pollard. So the pitcher and the catcher both in softball will wear a play sheet, or a pitch chart, I should say.
And believe it or not, the infielders and outfielders, they have defensive adjustment play sheet as well on their wristband.
Pitch miss inside, ball one. Even to count the ball and a strike. Definitely a thinking person's game, the game of softball.
It is. I mean, it's interesting to see how you can take advantage of different adjustments and lineups.
1-1 swung on, hit toward right field. The second baseman go for it and squeeze it for the second out here in the sixth. That's going to bring up Buchanan. She's a substitute back in the third. This will be her first at bat. Stay with us between games. We're going to have some interviews for you. We've got some volleyball recruits on campus. We'll get them on air with us. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Again, CJ's got 10 punch outs here. 2 outs in the sixth. Yeah. She's faced the minimum, only giving up 1 hit so far.
Yeah, that looked to be her curveball right there. She's got good right to left action with it.
Swung on and missed. We're in the count to no balls and 2 strikes. So this will be, if she's able to record this punch out, but my man Ethan predicted 11. Let's see if he's going to be correct here.
I like my odds.
0-2. Pitch in the dirt, run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that low inside strike zone, it's been a struggle for her today. That's been the one corner that she can't find. Every other place she puts it, it's right where she wants it.
1-2 delivery up coming from CJ. Out straight back, we're going to do 1-2 all over again. If Buchanan's able to reach, the leadoff hitter, Sloan LeBron, will hit for the 3rd time. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bears leading this one 1-0 in the 6th.
Where you go here, Mr. Gary?
I'm going fastball.
I like it.
She wouldn't change up there. Still fouls it off, though. Good at bat here from Buchanan. As you talked about, the Rams do a good job, Ethan, fouling off pitches, trying to see as many extra pitches as they can.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what it takes. You know, you get the feel of the ball and the bat. All it takes is just getting your front foot down and just being able to flip the hips and get the timing down.
1-2 delivery upcoming from CJ. Gets her sign from Pollard. Rocks, fires, swung on and missed. And that will be her 11th punch out of the day. And we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. Bears leading this one 1-0. So this is where the Bears are going to have to score some runs.
Yeah, you know, you want to get run support here in these bottom innings. It's very crucial to keep that momentum, build off of it, and not only it lowers the confidence of the other team a little bit. It gets their heads out of the game. They're more focused on making the perfect play instead of the right play. And, you know, this is a mental game. And as you know, on the baseball diamond, that's what it is.
It's putting pressure on the defense, right? So do it for the Bears here in the bottom half of the 6th. It'll be 6, 7, 8, Pollard, Hillard, and then Pritchard. Pollard 0 for 2. She popped out to the catcher, then flew out to the center fielder. Martin, her second time. So definitely, I think, Ethan, you see some base runners, you're going to see maybe some small ball trying to get an extra run or two for CJ when we go into the 7th. So, again, the Bears have got a run on 6 hits. And their lone run came back in the 4th. The Bears have had the hitters on, a runner on in each inning. Just been only able to push one across so far.
Yeah, and they leave them stranded. You can't do that here. You need to focus on driving runners in.
First pitch spun on base, hit up the middle for Jamie Pollard. His leadoff single for the catcher.
Yeah, she got a good bounce right there that just made it creep right underneath that shortstop's glove. Great at bat.
So we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Hillard. No, there's still going to be a runner potentially. That number 0 is going to go in and run for Pollard.
Is that 0 or 9?
It may be a 9. Let's see. 0, yeah.
Mary Oxford.
Oxford to go in and run for Pollard. Again, that'll be the 7th hit of the day for the Bears. Hillard, the first time up, she struck out swinging, then bounced out. So she singled to center and was later retired 3-5. So Pritchard waits on deck. I'd be surprised maybe if we don't see small ball here, though, in the 6th, leading 1-0.
Yeah, last time they were Hillard was first pitch swinging. We'll see how she attacks.
Shows bunt. Pitch misses outside. Delayed steal from Oxford. She will be safe at second base. So that changes things a little bit. It'll be the stolen base for Mary Oxford. Now you put a runner at second base with nobody out.
Just get the ball in the outfield.
Yeah, I mean, this is a situation, too. Maybe you can put a bunt down the first base line to advance her the way CJ's throwing the softball. 1-0 delivery upcoming. Fastball misses high. Run the count 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Cox, she's been working on a lot of pitchers out on the outside corners. It looked like Hillard was trying to lay down a bunt down that first base line. We'll see if she tries to do it again.
2-0 delivery upcoming from Cox. Right down Broadway, run the count to 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I could kind of see from my angle why she took that one. It looked to be a little above the letters, but it's the umpire's strike zone and not ours.
2 balls and a strike on the left fielder. Caught the outside corner to even the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here now you got to choke up, got to protect the plate. Still try to hit the baseball on the right side, even if it's a ground ball. Try to get that advance out runner from second to third. 2-2 delivery coming from Cox. Pitch missed low. It fills it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it's a great way to work back into that hitter's count. Fill the count up. Now just put a barrel to the ball and put it somewhere in the field of play.
You still have to protect the plate, Ethan, like you talked about all game. So 3-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on. Fly ball. The shortstop will call for it and squeezes it for the first out.
Coming up to bat, number 17, Carson.
I bring up Pritchard, the right fielder. She singled her first time to the center, then reached on an error by the second baseman. And she later scored the only run of the ball game so far. So Pollard led off with an infield, a single up the middle. Oxford runs for her. She's still second. Then Hillard pops out to the shortstop. Now we've got a contact issue. Yeah, she's okay now.
Yeah, looks like everybody's good.
After Pritchard, it'll be, look like we may have a pinch hitter here. Bird's due up to hit next, but look like number 20 is in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, that's going to be Lexi Roby on the on-deck circle.
Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Pritchard's put the bat on the ball today, got a single, and also reached by an error.
Yeah,
she can find the outfield. The Bears should be able to score their second run. Swung on, baseball hit up the middle. Oxford is going to be waved around third base. The throws will come to the plate, not in time, as Oxford scores. And that will be a single for Pritchard. She'll advance to second on the throw, give her an RBI. And the Bears leading this one 2-0 on their 8th hit of the ball game. And the Bears will have a pinch hitter here. That'll be number 20, Lexi Roby, will come in and hit.
Yeah, and the freshman Pritchard, she's been showing up today. As you mentioned, she has a single earlier this game. That's another big single. She's finding ways to get on the base pass and drive in runs for the Bears.
So finally, I think, Ethan, with the leadoff single, the Bears have had leadoff hitters on multiple times today. The first time they've been able to push that person across the plate. And it was thanks to a stolen base, then also a key hit with the runner in scoring position to take the Bears a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and I heard yesterday they were practicing situations.
Number 20 for 22 as the umpire will report the change for both teams. So we've got Bears leading this one 2-0, and then Pritchard advanced to second on the throw, so the Bears are still in business here in the 6th. As the umpire makes all the necessary changes on his scorecard, now he's ready to play. So this will be Roby's first at-bat of the day.
Yeah.
Cox will get her sign. First pitch missed high, ball 1. Another situation here, Ethan, you can't relax because you got 1 run in. If you get multiple runs in per inning, really helps out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Roby, she's a sophomore. She's been in this situation before.
Fastball swung on and missed. A little outside. I'll even account at 1 ball, 1 strike.
She's found herself in clutch situations like this before. One game was Miami and Hamilton last year. She drove in a couple of RBIs.
Fastball swung on straight back. I run the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Situational hitting, the key to baseball, key to softball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, got an out here. In the bottom of the 6th, the Bears have already pushed 1 across to take a 2-0 lead. Roby will try to drive in another one. 1-2 delivery upcoming from Cox. Swung on, fouled straight back. We're going to do 1-2 all over again.
Yeah, you see the bat speed from Roby there. It's a little bit quicker, so it's going to be able to keep up with that fastball of Cox, maybe send it over a fence.
Definitely, she's trusting her hands, which is key to a good hitter. 1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled straight back. That's the 3rd consecutive foul ball. Doing a good job protecting the plate as Cox was trying to hit the outside corner on that pitch.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's her first at bat, fouling off these pitches. She's just getting used to timing. She's going to square one up in a couple pitches.
Ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 delivery. Fastball caught the inside corner. Good pitch from Cox. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. And I'll bring up Sophie Klusner, the second baseman. She bounced out 6-3 her first time, singled to left. And then she also singled her 3rd time up as well. First pitch misses low. So Sophie is 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Big at bat here, so if they can push one more across the plate. Cox will rock fire. Fastball misses low and in. They're going to count to 2 balls and no strikes. If Sophie's able to reach, then Lily Klusner will take a turn at bat.
I'd say if we still had 1 out, you would try stealing 3rd again off that miscommunication earlier.
That runs a count to 3 balls and no strikes. Be interesting to see if Coach Staggs will give Sophie the green light.
Yeah, you know, he's a little bit old school. He may not. He may give her a red light. I'm a fan of giving the green light on a 3-0 count, though.
Well, also, though, especially if the pitcher is struggling a little bit, if you're able to make it throw consecutive strikes, especially the top part of the order. So, really, I don't think there's a wrong or a right here. Like I said, Coach Staggs a little bit more old school. Probably he's going to give a take sign here, but now maybe the new school coaches, like you talking about, hey, let him swing away, because it's probably going to be the best pitch you're going to see here, 3-0.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, if I'm Cox here, I just want to throw it down the middle of Broadway. So just find a strike, get yourself back into rhythm for this at bat.
So Cox has only walked 1 so far. She's allowed 8 hits. 3-0 delivery upcoming to Sophie.
She thought she had it.
Caught a strike 1. Everyone counted 3 balls and strikes. He can still be selective here. You're looking for 1 pitch and 1 spot. 3-1, something that you can drive.
And don't get too ahead of yourself either.
3-1 delivery. Swung on, popped up toward left field. And a squeeze for the 3rd out of the inning as she popped out to the shortstop. Now retired the Bears here in the 6th. But they'll score a run on 2 hits. And we go to the 7th. Bears leading this one 2-0. Make my adjustments on my scorebooks here real quickly. So the Bears got 2 runs on those 8 hits. Again, CJ will go out and she'll begin her 7th inning of work. Faced the minimum so far. She's given us that 1 hit. So she'll be facing the top part of the lineup here in the 7th. That'll be Sloan, LeBron, Franklin, and Martin.
Yeah, and CJ looking to go the whole distance here, get a complete game, shutout, hopefully.
So that run in the 6th is a key one. They call that an insurance run later in the game. Be interesting to see if the defense would change. I know Roby come in. I don't know if Bird will return. Yeah, Bird will return and play center field. So Roby came in and hit for Bird, but Bird will re-enter. So 1, 2, 3 do appear for the Rams. The Bears are 3 outs away from picking up their 3rd consecutive victory to start the season. Again, stay tuned with us for action interviews between games. So we have some volleyball recruits who are going to be on. Nine for 21.
Yeah, and that's going to be for us. That's going to be Amber Triplet coming in for Kendall Hillard.
Triplet, the birthday girl, had a birthday yesterday. She'll replace Hillard out in left field.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. I know her family out in Lawrence County is watching.
First pitch from CJ. Fastball a little high and outside. Trying to count 1 ball, no strikes here in the 7th. Against Sloan LeBron, bounced out 5-3, then flew out to Bird out in center. That was back in the 4th.
Yeah, Bird, she's had a couple balls falling out there towards her in center.
1-0 delivery from CJ. Fastball a little high and outside. I think we should maybe trying to overthrow that fastball here. Maybe a little juiced up for this shutout here, Ethan.
Yeah, she's looking to finish it right here and getting a strikeout with the first batter. That's a great way to start it.
2-0 delivery upcoming. Bunt shown, fouled off. That run to count to 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that ran in a bit on the barrel, more towards the wrap. I would feel that stinging on my fingers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She got 2 batting gloves on, but it definitely, even with batting gloves on, the pitch coming to that speed, getting on your hands. So CJ will toe the rubber. 2-1 delivery upcoming from the right-hander. Gets her sign from Pollard. Rocks, fires, swung on, popped up. Blair will call for it, squeeze it for the first out here in the 7th. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Mackenzie Franklin. Franklin struck out her first at bat and struck out on her second at bat as well.
Yeah, really the 2, 3, and 4 hole for the Rams, they've been quiet today. I talked about Martin and Wooten at the beginning of the game.
Swung on and missed. Be strike 1. Potent offense here. This has been a quite impressive performance by CJ.
Yes, it has been. 11 strikeouts. That's impressive no matter the outing.
0-1 delivery. Call at the outside corner, strike 2. CJ looking for her 12th punch out. Gets her sign from Pollard. Rocks, fires. Fastball. Call at the outside corner for the 12th punch out of the day. And the second out here in the 7th. And the only person standing between the Bears and a 3rd victory and a shutout for CJ is the center fielder Martin. She struck out her first time in the 1st and struck out her 2nd time in the 4th.
Yeah, but let's not sleep on her bat. She had 2 home runs over the weekend and also went 3 for 3 in game 2.
Fastball high and outside. If Martin's able to reach Wooten, the shortstop will hit. 1-0 delivery coming from CJ. Fastball fouled straight back, leaving the count of 1, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, it just seems Martin can't get her timing down with the Linsick out there in the circle.
You know, CJ's doing a good job moving the softball up and down, in and out a little bit on Martin as well.
Yeah, she really is. She's controlling the strike zone for the hitters. If you're a batter, you can't let that happen.
1-1 delivery. Fastball swung on and missed. Turned to a ball and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away. The Bears picking up a 3rd victory. CJ picking up a shutout. Throwing a 1-hitter.
I'm going fastball here inside and high.
Throw your best pitch. 1-2 upcoming. Swung on, popped up. Anger will call for it. No, Klusner will squeeze it. And the Bears will win their 3rd consecutive ball game with a 2-0 victory over the Rams. And CJ goes the distance, faces the minimum as well. punches out 12 on the afternoon, only allowing that one hit. Only the one base runner was later retired. So stay with us. We're going to get some of these volleyball recruits on with us, and we'll interview these guys, these ladies who come and visit our campus. So stay tuned with it real quick. We appreciate you guys watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. So we should be getting those volleyball girls coming in here real quick, Ethan. But quite a performance by CJ there. The Bears win this one 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, she did a really good job. She controlled the strike zone the entire game as we're getting the recruits in here now.
Yeah, so we'll start off with Olivia Bell here. So here, Ethan, give your headset there. So, Olivia, I love the orange and black on you already. You're looking good. I know you toured campus today. You're playing tonight at 6 o'clock. I've heard you got some exciting news today, too.
Yes.
So what's that exciting news?
I am verbally committed to you.
Hey, I tell you what, you've made my day already. So you're a junior out of West Virginia, Charleston area, is that correct?
Huntington.
Huntington, perfect. Inspiring, maybe potentially an optometrist or a dentist or a physical therapist, right?
Yes.
Kind of options still open. So what made your decision today to commit to the Bears?
You know, the campus is just very beautiful, and everyone here is just so welcoming and pleasant. Just felt very homey here.
So what is your connection to Coach Kern?
Well, he was my travel volleyball club coach when I was 15, and then just ever since it's been my coach.
Tell everybody at home what position you play.
I'm a setter.
Setter. So you like to get to those hitters, right? And I know you got some hitters behind you right now who would
I
love for you to get to that volleyball to them, right?
Yes.
So, no, I used to be a pitcher, so I know what the hitters always told me. So as a setter, do the hitters call for the volleyball? When you're setting the volleyball, do they call for it?
Yes, or I can make the play.
That would be perfect. So, Olivia Bell, congratulations. Welcome to the Bear Nation as well, too.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we're going to pass it off to somebody else here. Who we got? Who's up next? Oh, my transfer student. There we go. Yes. Teresa's going to hop on it. Watch out. There you go. Now you're on.
Okay.
So, the thing about folks at home, this is something Teresa and I have had a good time today. She was worried this was going to be on video as well. And I told her I'd tease her. We'll put you out in center field if you wanted to, on the pitcher's mound. I think you prefer this, though, right?
No, this is a lot better.
A lot better. Perfect. So, visiting your at Trinity International right now, looking to – you've entered a transfer portal, looking to transfer originally from Arizona.
Yes.
Correct. So, and then see if I can remember what you want to major in. Don't tell me yet. I can't remember, though.
Political science.
Political science lawyer, exactly right. Yes. So, because you're going to politic and help try to bring a target to Pikeville.
Yeah.
So what's your attraction to Target?
I can't go a day without going in there. When I'm bored, Target. When I'm happy, Target. When I'm sad, Target. Everything's Target.
So is it just like the color red or what?
No, it's their whatever. It's the stuff they sell to me.
What's your favorite item at Target?
Probably their clothes or maybe the Starbucks in them.
So you're transferring from Trinity International. You guys received some news last week about your school undergraduate program is going away, so it's the reason you're transferring. But you're a very talented volleyball player. Helped lead Trinity International to a national championship last year.
Yep.
So what's your connection to Coach Kern? What's attraction for you to University of Pikeville?
Well, I kind of met Coach Kern from his fiance. She DM'd me on Instagram, and she's like, "Hey, go ahead, give him a call." And I was like, "Okay." So went and gave him a call, and we talked about it. And he's like, "I want you down here." And I was like, "Well, I like the university, and I like what you're pitching to me, so why not?"
And then also I saw your application come through this afternoon as well, too.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, Teresa Romero, she'll be playing tonight at 6 o'clock. Gets a little open gym action, right?
Yes.
Am I understanding you're a middle hitter?
Yes.
So, again, usually give me a little volleyball knowledge day. What's the difference between an outside hitter and a middle? So you was telling me that today. You want to tell people at home?
Yeah, so middle, you block outside, right side, transition off, try not to get hit by the setter, go up, hit, do it all again.
Yeah, you say the outside's a little bit easier, right? Like middle, you got to move from side to side, avoid people, a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah, outside's tough. I'm not gonna lie. You're getting set to go and finish the ball. Right side, you're kind of just chilling out there. Well, definitely. Hopefully you've enjoyed your visit today. I know you're playing tonight. We wish you the best of luck as well, too.
Thank you so much.
Teresa Romero. So next up, who's going to be here? Is it going to be Maria or is it going to be Laney? Who's going to be? Be Laney. Perfect. We'll leave Maria for last there. So Laney's joining us here, high school student, Wisconsin. Is that right?
Yes.
So you're looking to I know you had talked about going to Trinity International and to join Teresa as a teammate, but then, of course, you're receiving the news, and now you're looking for a new place to play.
I am.
So what is your connection to Coach Kern?
I put a tweet out on Twitter that our school was closing down, and he reached out to me and emailed me and was like, we need another middle hitter, and I was like, perfect, I'm a middle hitter.
Exactly. So tell everybody at home what you want to major in.
I want to major in biology.
Okay, so what's the plan? I know you said veterinary medicine, I believe.
Yeah.
So what's your attraction becoming a vet?
I don't know. Ever since I was little, I think I just loved being with animals and, like, taking care of them. I don't know. That kind of sounds like.
That's okay,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Do you have a favorite animal?
My favorite animal is probably a bunny.
A bunny. Okay, so let's dive into that a little bit more. So why is it a bunny for?
I don't really know. I think it was just like my go-to answer ever since I was little. And I just think they're super fluffy and like little, and I just love them.
Well, it's something at the University of Pikeville, of course, having a medical school, an optometry school, having a dental school coming up as well. I know your science background will be very strong and prepare you for veterinary school, so you can take care of all the bunnies you want to, or dogs, cats. Are you looking to become a large animal vet, small animal vet? What are you looking to do?
I'm pretty much open to anything right now.
Anything that's an animal, you're going to help take care of them, right? That's awesome. So hopefully we wish you the best of luck tonight. How's the visit been so far?
It's been amazing, actually. This place is so pretty, and the people are very welcoming.
Hey, so no pressure since you guys have been on campus today. We just won the ball game 2-0, so that means we've won every sporting event since you've been on campus.
Yes.
No pressure, but we may need you to stay on every single day.
Okay, perfect.
And then this spring, I know Wisconsin. Did you fly in, drive in?
We drove in.
Drove in. How far of a drive is it?
About 8.5 hours.
Okay, and we talked about today that we have the best broadcaster in the country announcing the volleyball matches, right?
Yes.
And we just discovered who that is.
Yes, we did.
Who is that?
That is you.
Hey, there you go. Appreciate that. So, and then one last thing. Tell us about the berry juice. So you really like the berry juice, right?
Oh, the berry juice is great.
And remind me, which flavor did you have, blue or the white?
I had both. I had a mix.
I tell you, that's the reason that you're going to become a veterinarian. That's what we call you, Dr. Laney there also. So, Laney, best of luck tonight at Open Gym at 6 o'clock, and hopefully you're wearing the orange and black again in the fall as well.
Thank you so much.
Laney Holly, she's going to be a veterinarian. Hopefully she'll be hitting the middle. I've got Maria Montgomery who's going to hop on here with us too. So she's another middle, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then from Cincinnati, Ohio, went to go to Roger Beacon High School.
Yes.
And I think I don't know if I remember what you want to major in college.
Health and human performance.
That's right. You want to do like exercise. You'll become an athletic trainer. Yes. I can't remember. Did you try the berry juice today?
I did. I had both of them.
And which one? Do you have a favorite? Did you like the blue or the white better?
I like the blue better.
Okay. The blue raspberry lemonade.
I love
Perfect.
it.
So what's your thoughts about campus so far today?
I love it. It's like a family vibe that I get from everybody, and everybody's so nice and welcoming. I really love it.
So, Maria, then also I think you come from a smaller high school in the Cincinnati area. I think you said 134
Yes.
in your senior class. Is that correct?
Yes.
So are you looking for a college of a similar size?
Yes, because I'm the type of person who needs to interact with the teachers, and what I see from like the classrooms that I visited, it was like you can easily go up to your teacher and they will easily help you with no problem.
This sounds like a negative, but it's positive. You can't hide in the classroom, right? They're going to know when you're in class. But it's also, like you talked about, you're able to develop that relationship with your teachers as well, too.
Yes.
So are you playing tonight at 6 o'clock as well?
I am.
That is awesome. So you guys had some lunch today in the cafeteria. What'd you have for lunch?
I don't even remember what I had, but I think I had a corn dog, some chicken. I tried crawfish for the first time.
Okay. What'd you think of crawfish?
I like it. It's different. I've never had it before. I
That's-
really like it.
And it's not too bad for a college cafeteria to have all the different selections. I know we had pizza and the corn dogs and French fries, crawfish, had some lobster today, had the salad bar, and have something McDonald's does not have, a working ice cream machine.
It does.
Yes. Did you have any dessert?
I had I had a cupcake with some cereal on it, and then I had the blackberry, I want to say cobbler.
Yes.
good.
Yeah, there's really good. Did you have any ice cream on it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I
I didn't get a
thought-
chance to.
Maybe you got to come back and try it with a little bit of ice cream as well, too.
I will.
That is awesome. We hope you wear an orange and black in the fall as well.
Thank you.
Well, good luck tonight at 6 o'clock. Maria Montgomery, she's another recruit here with Coach Kern in the volleyball program as she's coming in. Just lay it down right there. That'd be perfect. Thank you. Those some talented young ladies who are looking to join Bear Nation, and Coach Kern's doing a great job since he's taken over the reins of the volleyball program here at the University of Pikeville. So we're going to take a short break, as we prepare for game 2. Bears take this one, first one, 2-0, as CJ strikes out 12, faces the minimum, only gives up 1 hit on the day. Watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. Gary, for game 2 here with the Bears and the Rams. We'll meet the lineup for the Rams here quickly. It'll be Sloan LeBron leading off in the catching. Franklin will be batting second, playing first. Martin will bat third, play center. Wooten will bat fourth, play short. Hicks will be the second baseman. Sanchez third. McDuffie will be in the circle for the Rams. Cox will play left, and Buchanan will play right for Bluefield. For the Bears, it'll be Sophie Klusner playing second. Lilly will play third. Ingram at short. Blair at first. Hartseder will be in the circle for the Bears. The defensive player, Haley Jones, will bat sixth. Seventh, Madison Mullins will be behind the plate. You'll see her now. Mary Oxford will hit eighth, play left. Carson Pritchard will be in center field, bat ninth. And Amber Triplett, she will play right field, and she'll be the flex player as well. So the Bears win game 1, off to a 3-0 start on the season as CJ goes the distance, punches out 12, allows 1 hit. As she faced the minimum in the 7 innings, only 21 batters. Impressive performance for the Bears now. As Ethan was talking a little bit during the game 1-2, is finding that game 2 pitcher as well. So this year in the Mid-South Conference, it will be 3-game series versus 4-game series. So if you can find that game 2 pitcher, then also a game 3 pitcher, you can be competitive in those series. And as Ethan, that Mid-South Conference is a tough conference. You got to have some good pitching.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have teams such as Freed Hardman. I believe they got up to as high as number 4 in the rankings last year. You got Cumberland's Kentucky, who's always competitive in any sport you play them in. You have Campbellsville as well, who's very good. Their infield between their second baseman and shortstop is exceptional. Probably the best middle infielders I've seen.
So Hartstetter will complete her tosses on the mound here. And the throw down, we're ready to play some baseball here as Zoe Ingram will field that toss over to Sophie Klusner. We're ready to play a little softball here. Again, CJ put on quite a performance in that first game. I guess the thing there, continuing, Ethan, hopefully the Bears can continue to pitch and play defense like they did. But to improvement, they need to be a little bit better when they get the runners in scoring position to get that key hit to drive some runs in.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say the key to the game here is continue to find your spots as a pitcher. I've heard from multiple players that Kelsey has a lot more movement on her pitches, so if she can control that movement, it's going to be a great day for her.
Hartzler gets her sign from Mullins. Rocks fire. Off-speed pitch, caught the outside corner, strike one, and ready to play some softball here at Paul Butcher Field. The Bears looking to start the season 4-0. Bluefield dropped their first game. This is their 4th game as well. They're 2-1 so far. Swung on, fouled off down the left field liner on the count of no balls and 2 strikes. Sloan went 0 for 3 in that first game. The only person who got a hit for them in that first game was Hicks, and that was back in the 2nd inning. No balls and 2 strikes. Gets her sign from Mullins. Changeup misses high and outside. Run the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and the difference in velocity for Hardister, her fastball has a lot of pace to the plate. But as you saw there, that changeup is really slow and drops quick.
1-2 delivery upcoming from Hardister. Fastball missed high and then run the count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate you guys tuning into the U Pike Sports Network for Bears softball action this afternoon. She gets her sign, 2-2 delivery upcoming. She'll rock, fire, swung on, hit to the third baseman. Klusner fields, throws across to Blair. That'll be the first out here in the first inning for the Rams. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Mackenzie Franklin. So that was Lily Klusner over to Blair to retire Sloan LeBron.
And Franklin, her all 3 at-bats last game, she struck out.
First pitch fouled off into the Bears' dugout. Everybody's scattered around a little bit. Looks like everybody's okay, though.
Now, am I mistaken, Gary? Was she batting left-handed last game as well?
She was,
Okay.
correct, yep.
Okay. Just want to double-check.
She hits with her hands apart, though. Swung on to Klusner. That'll be a line out to 5. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, the hot corner living up to its name.
And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Macy Martin, excuse me.
And she had 3 strikeouts last game as well.
Hard to get her time from Mullins. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. She's looking smooth so far here in the top half of the first. Got to bounce out 5-3, then line out to 5. Swung on. Zoe Ingram will field it. Unable to come up with it. That'll be an infield single. That was hit to Zoe's right, just unable to come up with it. And that's going to bring to plate the shortstop, Chara Wooten. Maybe Zoe could have took one more step, but a quick runner in Martin. She knew she was going to get rid of the softball quickly. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Good crowd on hand today. We saw the football team over there doing a little concession stand work. And Coach Phipps flipping some hot dogs somewhere and got some cold drinks for folks. 1 ball, no strikes. Change up, caught the inside corner, even count of 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good looking pitch to Wooten.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, it literally just went right over her arms.
Yeah, that changeup, you want to try to get the hitter on their front foot, and then the ball's still not there. They had to hit with their hands. Fastball, swung on and missed. They're on the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Hardster looking for her first punch out of the afternoon.
Yeah, Wooten last game as well, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. I mean, 2, 3, 4 hitters, 0 for 9 with strikeouts.
1-2 delivery upcoming. Fastball high and out. Nice job of Mullins to hang on to that one. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. I see Bear alum and the mother of Zoe Ingram, Beth Ingram, in attendance. She played basketball here at the University of Pikeville back in the day. Deuces Wild here, top half of the first. Swung on, popped up. Mullins will give chase. He'll get out of play. We'll do 2-2 all over again. See another Bear alum, Jimmy Kent Kerr, a Hall of Famer here for the University of Pikeville, has been in attendance as well. Two delivery upcoming. Gets her sign. Now she'll rock and she'll fire. Fouled off. Good at bat. Good battle going on between Hardester and Wooten.
Yeah, Wooten, she's fouling it off left, right, back. I mean, she can't seem to find a good location with the barrel. She can't seem to find the timing either. I'd say Hardster has the advantage in this at-bat.
You know, with 2 strikes, just expanding that plate, right, the protection is key. 2-2 delivery upcoming. Pitch way outside. Now run the count to 4, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That will allow Martin to advance to second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, it's the first one we've seen of those between the 4 games for the Bears. I mean, the 2 pitchers, Hardester and Olencic, they've done a good job controlling pitches, keeping it in the frame for the catchers.
3-2 delivery upcoming. Gets her sign. Now she'll rock, fire, hit her. And she'll get first base on that one on the hit by pitch. And that's going to bring up Chloe Hicks, the second baseman. She had the only hit in that first game today for the Bluefield Rams. So puts runners Martin at second, Wooten at first. Got 2 outs. She'll rock, fire, fastball, outside corner, strike 1.
You know,
excellent pitch.
And if you're Rams here, you want to take advantage of your runners on base. I mean, the Bears, they got ahead in a little bit in the middle of the game. You want to take advantage early here.
0-1 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Trying to count to no balls and 2 strikes. Men's and women's basketball team will be in action this weekend in Bowling Green in Mid-South Conference tournament action. The Bears, the men's team, picked up a opening round win on Tuesday over Wilberforce. They'll take on Shawnee State. On Saturday, the women will take on Georgetown Friday at 7:30. No balls and 2 strikes. Hard to get her time from all. Rocks, fire, swung on, fouled off down the third baseline once again. We'll do 0-2 all over again.
Yeah, and she's out in front here. Hicks is. She needs to just stay back a little bit, get her hands around quick, and just time it up, find good barrel, and find the gap right there.
Ethan, I'm throwing change up here. Change up! Just missed. Good looking pitch. Coach Charles thought she had that one as well.
Yeah, I thought she had that one. I call that more like a curve ball, that right to left curve that we saw, but that was 50-50 call.
1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. Good at bat going. Good battle between pitcher and hitter. We'll do 1-2 all over again. So the runners for the Bluefield Rams, Martin and Wooten, both on the move with contact. As key as a base runner, Ethan, with 2 outs, if you're on running, you got to be going on contact because the ball to the wall here, they want Wooten to be able to score from first. But you have to be running as soon as the ball is hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She'll get her sign from Mullins. Now she'll get the play call. She'll rock, fire, swung on, fouled off. We'll do it all over again.
Yeah, in game number 1, Hicks, she had a great battle with CJ. I believe it was 9-pitch at bat. It was a lone hit for the Rams and a double.
That's a great, I mean, she's used to battling up at the plate. She does not go down easy. 1-2, gets her sign, rock, fire, swung on, hit up the middle, past Ingram is short. Center fielder coming up throw, and the throw will not be in time. The third will not be in time. The runner will advance from first to second. That will score Martin. Wooten will advance to third, and Hicks will have her second hit of the day. And she'll advance to second on the throw on the single. So 1-0 Bluefield. And they still got some opportunities to work here. Sanchez, the third baseman, step in the box. Hartsville rock, fire, swung on, the softball, popped up. Center field will call for it and squeeze it for the third out of the inning. However, the Rams will score a run on 2 hits. And you're watching Bears softball on the UPike Sports Network. So do it for the Bears here in the bottom half of the first as Bluefield scores 1 in their first at bat here in game 2. It'll be Sophie Klusner, Lily Klusner, and Zoe Ingram. And the Bears scored 2 runs on 8 hits in that first game. They had multiple base runners, just unable to push more than 2 runs across the plate. Nice job by Cox on the mound in the circle in the first game for the Rams. McDuffie will get the call here in game number 2 for the Rams as she's working on the mound area, make sure she gets it to her locking.
Yeah, and in her first game of the season, she actually came in for relief in that second game of their game. She finished out the last 4 innings. She had 4 strikeouts and picked up the win for the Rams. So we'll see how she does today starting out the game. Relief and starting is 2 different roles, as you know, as being a pitcher yourself.
So defensively here for the Rams will be Cox in left, and it will be Martin in center, Buchanan in right. Playing third will be Sanchez. Wooten is short. The second baseman will be Hicks, first baseman Franklin, and behind the plate will be Sloan LeBron. So Klusner lead off. Klusner in that first game today, she had a couple of hits, had 2 hits, had 2 singles in that first game. Bears trailing this one 1-0 in the bottom half of the first. Klusner will check her play chart. Now her play call, then she'll put her back in her back pocket. So McDuffie will toe the circle. Get the sign from Sloan LeBron. First pitch miss up high. Ball 1. One-0 delivery upcoming from McDuffie. Pitch misses low. Runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and if you get the Klusner twins on here, I'd look for Coach Staggs to try and get this run back early. Lay down a bunt, possibly a bunt and run.
2-0 delivery. Hits her. And the leadoff hitter for the Bears reaches the bags via the hit by pitch.
Yeah,
I'll bring up the third baseman, Lily Klusner. Lily had a base hit in that first game as well, too. She singled to right field in the first inning. Sophie will get her lead from first. Pitch misses outside and low. Runs count to 1 ball, no strike. So McDuffie is yet to find the strike zone.
Yeah, and this is a tough batter to do it against. Lily Klusner last year led the team with batting average. I believe it was a 384 batting average.
1-0 delivery, ball in the dirt. Runs count to 2 balls, no strikes. Sophie thought about advancing, but nice job by Sloan LeBron behind the plate to keep the softball in front of her. So definitely looking dead red here. Fastball down the middle with 2 balls and no strikes. Rocks, fires, misses low, 3 balls, no strikes.
There goes Sophie.
She'll advance on the wild pitch. And McDuffie's yet to find the strike zone. She's thrown 5 pitches, or 6 pitches. 5 has been balls, the other one she hit a batter. Probably going to be taken here. 3-0 count upcoming. Ball in the dirt as well. That'll be ball 4. Throw to second base, not in time. And that will allow Lily Klusner to reach via the walk. That'll bring up Zoe. Zoe in the first game, she doubled her first at bat, walked her second at bat, and then reached on an error by the shortstop. And the coach from Bluefield said, "They give me time. Let me talk this over with my pitcher." Kind of like that shooting a basketball team. You got to see that first ball go through the bucket to kind of break the seal. Well, same thing with pitching. You want to throw it first pitch across the plate, get strike 1. And so she's faced 2 batters, hit a batter, then walked somebody else on 4 straight pitches. So her confidence may be a little shaken right now, but you talked about it. She relieved in the first appearance this year. Now getting her first opportunity to get a start. Maybe a little different for her, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody, starting a game, your nerves are a wreck. As soon as you get that first strike through there, the first hit, first basket, nerves go away, you calm down, you settle in.
Ingram will step in the box. The first pitch to her, pitch is high, then it'll be a pass ball charge to the catcher, and that will allow the runners to reach second and third, so it'll be a 1-0 count here on Ingram. Ball just popped out of the mid of Sloan LeBron. But this is key here with the Bears. They had multiple runners on the bags in the first game. Just to get that big hit, though. And for the third hitter in a row, McDuffie's having a hard time finding the strike zone. So 2 balls, no strikes on Ingram. She probably going to have the green light here 2-0.
Yeah,
Got to be something she can drive, though. Ball low, ball 3. And I'd say Ingram is going to have the take sign with the Bears' freshman first baseman Clara Blair waiting on deck. 3-0 delivery to Ingram. Pitch misses low, ball 4, so he had a hit by a pitch. Then back-to-back walks, and now bring up the freshman first baseman. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So it looks like the left fielder, let's see here, who's going to be pitching for them. Yeah, let's see. So that's not Cox, it's a lefty. No, it'll be number 6 pitching. This is going to be Franklin. I had my positions incorrect on this. So, yeah, Franklin will take over on the mound. Cox will move from left to first. And McDuffie will move from the mound to left field.
Is going from first base to pitcher. Number 1 going from pitcher to left field, and 22 from left field to first base.
So definitely. So Brad Yoder right on top of things there. So you'll have Franklin go from first to the mound. Cox will go from left to first. Then McDuffie will go from the circle to left field. And she's completed her. So batting lineups will stay the same. It's just changing people around. But kind of tough spot here, Ethan, for Franklin to come in. Bases juiced, nobody out. Kind of a quick hook, by the Bluefield coach, but this is an opportunity for the Bears to get that big base hit to score, as we call in baseball, crooked numbers. That's where you want to do 3, 5, 7, or 9. It's an opportunity for the Bears here to score a lot of runs in the first with nobody out and the bases loaded.
Yeah, and it's a big opportunity here for the freshman to get this big moment under her belt.
Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. It'll be the first strike from a Bluefield pitcher. So you got Sophie Klusner at third, Lily Klusner at second. Zoe Ingram will get her lead from first. So Sophie reached via a hit by pitch. Lily walked on 4 straight. Zoe walked on 4 straight. Now you have Clara Blair. It's up in the box. Change up. Called strike 2. So it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a really good pitch. I mean, coming out of the hand, it had a look of a fastball. As soon as it left the circle, it slowed.
0-2 delivery on as they change up. As you notice, Claire kind of kept her weight back, fought it off. Fouls it off to the right field and down on the first base line, excuse me. So we'll do 0-2 all over again.
Yeah, I think she wants to change up back down the middle again.
0-2, fastball a little bit high. Run the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Hardister, the pitcher, waits on deck for the Bears. Franklin will toe the rubber. 1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on, softball hit hard down the left field line.
Over towards the baseball field, but Johnny.
Yeah, so Blair got around on that one pretty quickly. So she's seen back-to-back changeup, then she saw the fastball and got around on it.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. She's got to have a good career in front of her.
Changeup missed low. Runs the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good bat control by Blair. Nobody out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery up come from Franklin. They say the pitch caught the outside corner. It'll be the first out for the Bears here in the bottom half of the first. As Blair strikes out looking. I bring up Hardister to the pitcher. First game, she walked and struck out twice. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. So again, Ethan, we talked about it in game 1 here. The Bears have to have that big base hit. And got the bases loaded, nobody out. Got a strikeout looking. See if Hardister can come up with something big for the Bears.
Maybe she can help herself out here.
Softball hit the right field. That'll score Sophie. Lily's going to turn, throw come to the plate, and that will be a 9-2 putout. Ingram will advance from first to third. So that's a base hit for Hardister to right. That will score Sophie Klusner. And then Lily's going to be thrown out 9-2 for the second out. And Ingram will advance from first to third on the base hit. So Bears will tie it at 1. Jones will be the hitter here for the Bears. Jones, the defensive player. Hits from the left side. Lefty on lefty, ball in the dirt. And it counts 2 balls and no strikes on Jones. Jones didn't play in that first game.
No, she was the first baseman in the previous series, though, but here she's the designated player.
Swung on, softball hit back up the middle. We'll play at first base. No, it'll be a base hit. Ingram will score. So give the Bears a 2-1 lead. As Jones will pick up the base hit. That's going to be the second hit for the Bears here. They'll bring up the catcher, Madison Mullins. Again, she didn't play in the first game. Seen some action here in game number 2. Pitch is outside. It'll be a wild pitch allowing the runners to advance. Jones will advance to second. Hardister will advance to third. 1 ball, no strikes on Mullins.
Yeah, Hardister, she looked like Max Fried for the Braves out there, helping herself out.
Change up, called strike 1. Good looking pitch.
Yeah, good pitch. The lefty, she's really being able to work that her left side of the plate, I should say.
1-1 delivery upcoming. Another off-speed pitch, called strike 2. Excellent pitch there from the lefty. Franklin showing a lot of confidence, Ethan, an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, she really is. I mean, I haven't seen much of a fastball from her yet.
1-2, swung on and missed. Now we're tired of the Bears here in the first, but they'll score 2 to take a 2-1 lead going into the second inning. The Bears will score 2 runs on 2 hits as well. So we'll go to the second. Do it for the Rams here in the top half of the second. It will be 7-8-9 McDuffie, Cox, Buchanan. You're watching UPike Sports Network. You're watching Bears softball on the UPike Sports Network. As we're going to get the second inning of action between the Rams and the Bears. Again, we're talking about it will be 7, 8, and 9 do it for the Rams. McDuffie, Cox, and Buchanan. McDuffie in that first game, she struck out once and popped out to the second baseman in her 2 at-bats. Again, CJ faced the minimum in that first game. She only faced 21 batters.
Yeah, that's
7 innings.
That's very impressive.
Artister will get her sign now. She'll rock and roll with Mullins. Pitch misses inside and low. Ball and no strikes. Sometimes, Ethan, I noticed that Kelsey Artister will kind of fall to the first base side, which kind of leaves everything open.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, Coach April, that's in there for a ball.
2 balls and no strikes on McDuffie.
Yeah, but Coach April, I've heard, talked with some of the players. They said they've been working on her with her mechanics out there, trying to make sure she's not staying as open with her off-speed pitches in particular.
2-0 delivery upcoming. Fastball misses up high. 3 balls and no strikes. This is a situation where you just regain the lead offensively. You want to try to come out and throw as many strikes as you can. Get back in and swing the sticks.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she helped herself out in the batter's box.
3-0 fastball right down the pipe. That turned into 3 balls and a strike.
And there she is. She's going to try and help herself back out, fight back into this count, get a full count if she can. If not, get a foul tip and then strike out a batter.
She'll get her sign from Mullins. Now she'll check her wrist. Now she'll rock and roll. Swung on, fouled off in the box. Now fill it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. All back-to-back fastballs. Excuse me. I'm not for sure what the call may be on a off-speed pitch or maybe looking fastball out. Let's see.
I'm going off speed here after 2 fastballs.
3-2, swung on, hit towards the center fielder who'll squeeze it for the first out of the inning here in the second. Well, nice job by Hardister to come back. She'll face Haley Cox, who started this in the circle for the Rams. Then ended up going moving to left field. Cox in that first game struck out twice. First pitch to her, misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Cox.
Yeah, she had a good effort last game in the circle. She struck out 6.
Swung on, hit up the middle. Ingram on the field, throw across the diamond in time to get Cox 6-3 for the second out of the inning, bringing up Buchanan. She entered the game. She batted 1 time. She struck out swinging in that 1 at bat. For the Bears defensively in left, it is Oxford and center Pritchard. And then in right field is Amber Triplett. fastball called strike one.
Yeah, Hardister, she needs to get back into her groove, settle down some. She understands she gave up that run the first inning. Let's get through this inning smooth sailing.
0-1, off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed. Running the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Looking for a first punch out of the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, a good off-speed pitch there. That's a great way to get a little bit of confidence back.
Checks the pitch chart now. She'll rock and roll. Fastball high and out. Running count of ball and 2 strikes on the right fielder.
She's been working outside a lot against Buchanan. We'll see if she tries to go back on the inside.
1-2 delivery upcoming. Off-speed pitch called strike 3. And now retire the Rams here in the top half of the second as they go down looking. They go no runs on no hits. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Bears leading this one 2-1. You guys are watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. As we go to bottom in the bottom half of the second inning, Franklin will begin her second inning of work for the Rams. It'll be 8-9-1 do it for the Bears. It'll be Oxford, Pritchard, and Sophie Klusner. Oxford coming in the game and as a runner in game 1, and up stealing the base and scoring a run.
Coming up to bat, number 0, Mary Oxford.
Be Oxford's first plate appearance of the day. She'll be facing Franklin, who came in relief of McDuffie. First pitch to Oxford's misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, and for Oxford here, this is your first time in the game other than running, you really just want to get a rhythm. Find your rhythm here.
Swung on, hit down the third base line. It'll be a fair ball. Oxford will make a wide turn at first. She'll stay at first base with a single. That'll be the third hit of the day for the Bears. I'll bring up Pritchard, the center fielder.
Yeah, she's starting off her Bear career great here. She's had a couple hits last game. She had at least 3 hits in the series against Trinity International. She's getting confidence in her belt going into conference play.
First pitch to Pritchard. The show's bunt pitch misses outside. Oxford still attempt to second base. She'll be safe.
Yeah, and LeBron there on third just over-mailing the shortstop covering.
Pritchard went 2 for 3 in that first game. She reached base all 3 times, though. The 2 singles and it's reached by an error by the second baseman here, but Pritchard have an opportunity to drive in a run with second base, nobody out. She shows bunt. Squared around, put it down, just went foul. It's one of the toughest pitches to bunt is that off-speed pitch because you want to pull the bat back, and that's what she did when she pulled it back. It created the angle to go towards the third base dugout.
Well, not only that, she's also a lefty, so she's trying to turn and run at the same time.
Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Good pitch from Franklin. That runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Top part of the lineup waits on deck, and Sophie Klusner. 1-2, swung on, popped up, and that will escape Paul Butterfield. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Robert Staggs coaching the third base box. April Charles coaching the first base box for the Bears. Long pause here. Pritchard gathers herself, takes a deep breath, chokes up on the bat with 2 strikes. 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses high. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oxford getting a big lead at second base on the pitch.
And the Bears, they do a good job controlling the strike zone.
Fastball swung on and missed. That'll be the first out of the inning for the Bears. I'll bring up Sophie Klusner, who was hit by a pitch and later scored. Oxford get a lead from second here now with Sophie coming to bat. She's reached base 3 times today. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Yeah, she was one of the best at drawing walks last year. I believe she led the team. If not, she was second on the team. But we need a hit here.
1-0 delivery. Ball's bunted and be foul. We're going to count to a ball and a strike. Lily Klusner waiting on deck. The Bears' third baseman. A runner at second base, 1 out. 1-1 count here on Sophie, the second baseman. 1-1 delivery. Pitch misses low. We're going to count to 2 balls and a strike. Franklin's off-speed pitch is a little inconsistent. It's good when it's on, but the other pitches sometimes are missing. It's hitting the dirt before it gets to the plate. 2-1 delivery upcoming. Fastball swung on. That's a bunt attempt. Third base line. Klusner will be safe with an infield base hit. And that will be the 4th of the day for the Bears. The Bears are in business. Runners at first and third, and only 1 out. Klusner, the first time she walked on 4 straight. So again, Ethan, this is one of the situations where the Bears need to put runs on the board. Up 2-1. You got a single by Oxford, a single by Klusner. Now you have an opportunity for Lily to drive somebody in. She shows bunt. Pitch gets away from Sloan LeBron. That'll allow Oxford to score. Sophie will advance to second. And the Bears are leading this one 3-1. And time called by the Bluefield head coach.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her for calling time here. There's clearly been a little bit of a drop-off between Cox, who pitched in Game 1, and then the 2 pitchers here today. But, you know, you want to go in there, tell your pitcher, hey, like, we're good. It's a new batter, new game here. You know, you got that runner off the corners. Let's just get your strikes, get out of this inning.
So now you have the runners, though, on the wild pitch. That allowed Sophie to advance from first to second. So runner second, 1 out. And 1-0 count here on Lily. Zoe Ingram waits on deck. She walked her first time as well. One-0 count here on Lily, the third baseman. Swung on, fouled off, leaving it kind of 1, a ball and a strike. Lily in that first game, she went 1 for 3. She had a single on the first. 1-1 count upcoming. Swung on, hit towards the first baseman. She drops it. That'd be a foul ball. So Lily have new life here at the plate as Cox drops it over at first base. And she pitched Game 1, start off this game in left field. To move to first shows her versatility. Playing 3 positions so far today. 1-2 delivery, swung on. She swung as a foul ball, hit her in the hip. And strike 3. Okay, so they're going to call a strikeout on Lily, which will be out 2. And they'll bring in Sophie to go back to second. They'll bring up Ingram, who walked her first time on 4 straight. Again, she doubled in that first game. Off-speed pitch missed low. Sophie gets a big lead at second. Also in that first game, Zoe, she doubled, walked, and reached on an air. 1-0 delivery upcoming. Pitch misses low, 2 balls, no strikes. I'm assuming her grandfather, Smokey, is tuning in Ashland, Kentucky. Hello, Smokey. 2 balls, no strikes on Zoe. Swung on and fouled off. Running count 2 balls and a strike. Smokey's a dear friend of mine. Means a lot to me. I played with Zoe's dad, Scott, in baseball at the University of Pikeville back in the mid-90s. 2-1 delivery coming up to Zoe. Off-speed pitch. Misses low. 3 balls and a strike. Bears first baseman Clara Blair waits on deck. Scott was a good hitter himself, played second base. 3-1 count coming Zoe. Swung on. She turns on this a little early. Zoe, she hits over to Johnny Lemaster field. And even have field the count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Zoe takes a deep breath now. She'll step back in the box. 3-2 delivery coming from Franklin. Ball misses outside. Ball 4 for the second time here in game 2. Zoe will reach base via the walk. Now bring up Blair, who struck out looking her first time. Bears leading this one 3-1. They scored 2 in the first. They got 1 here in the second so far. So Blair will hit with 2 outs. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Step on the bag, and that will retire the Bears here in the second. However, they'll put 1 more on the board, and we'll go to the third. Bears leading this one 3-1. You're watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. Go to the third. Bears leading this one 3-1. They got 3 runs on 4 hits so far. Do it for the Rams here in the third. To be the top part of the lineup. Be Sloan, LeBron, Franklin, and Martin. The Rams got their run on 2 hits. Come back in the first. Hardester went 3 up, 3 down in the second.
Yeah, you're going to continue to keep pace here if you're Hardester. 3 up, 3 down is a good momentum builder going into the rest of the game. Helps you get comfortable.
Sloan LeBron will lead off here. She bounced out 5-3 her first time.
As the lights are starting to come on over here. The sun went behind the mountain.
Paul Butcher Field. Usually when the sun goes behind the mountain, Brad Yoder says there's about 30 minutes left of sunlight. No worries here. We've got lights at Paul Butcher Field. First pitch to Sloan LeBron. Missed outside. Ball 1. From my angle, I thought that might caught the corner.
Yeah, I didn't have the best angle, but there's been some questionable calls this game.
Also, I may be very biased, though, too, Ethan. 1-0 delivery coming up. Off-speed pitch, called strike 1.
Well, I like that call right there.
Even in a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Franklin on deck. She lined out to Klusner last time at third.
Yeah, Klusner got a lot of action at the hot corner in the first inning.
1-1, swung on and missed. Run the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Good looking pitch there. It's Hardster starting to find the rhythm, Ethan, as you're talking about. She's getting the corners, good velocity on the pitches as well. 1-2 delivery upcoming. She gets her pitch call. Now she'll rock and fire. Off speed, that's a fastball, just missed. Excuse me. We're going to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. She gets a sign from Mullins. 2-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on. Lifted foul down the right field line. He'll get out of play.
That's going down into the creek.
As I look out the window here to the right, I see some young lads over playing down the hill a little bit, running after the softball. So we got 2-2 on, excuse me, up to Sloan LeBron. Watterson will rock, fire, this high, run the count to 4, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game, really the series I had for today, was control the long ball if you're the Bears. There's been 3 or 4 home runs hit on this Bluefield Rams team.
Swung on, fouled off, we'll do 3-2 all over again.
And really, Hardester and CJ, they've both done a good job controlling the long ball, really even keeping the ball in the infield and giving their defenders a chance to play.
Hardister will battle with 3-2. She'll rock, fire, swung on, fouled off. We'll get in the Bears' dugout as Klusner will give chase. We'll do 3-2 all over again. Lily jumping over to the dugout, unable to make a play though, as that softball escaped the field of play. So 3-2 from Hardister. Gets her sign from Mullins. Takes a deep breath. Now she'll rock, fire, swung on, fouled off, and we'll do 3-2 all over again. Good at bat going on by Sloan LeBron. Also, nice job of Hardister, Ethan, to keep on battling as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, neither player's given up. We saw this earlier when Hicks was in the box battling with Hardister. She was able to convert with an out, or actually just a single in that at-bat.
3-2 delivery upcoming. Rocks, fires, swung on, hit at the middle. Hardister will get a glove on it. Would be unable to retire Sloan LeBron as she'll pick up an infield single. Be the third hit for the Bluefield Rams here in game number 2. I'll bring up the pitcher, Mackenzie Franklin. Started the game at first and had to enter the game with bases loaded, nobody out. But she did a nice job. And at first, he held the Bears to only 2. But here they got the leadoff hitter on. Franklin hit. She's showing bunt. Down the third baseline foul.
Yeah, it looks like they were taking a page from Coach Stagg's books with the bunt and run there between LeBron and Franklin.
Yeah, you definitely get the leadoff hitter on. LeBron got some speed up the top part of the lineup. Franklin looks like she can move a little bit as well. Klusner will take a couple more steps into third base. 0-1 delivery. Shows a bunt. Gets it down, and they'll let that one go foul. I run a count to no balls and 2 strikes. Be interesting if they try to bunt with 2 strikes. I wouldn't think so, but you never can tell.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either, especially if you pop it foul again. That's going to be strike number 3, you're out. But you never know in softball. It's a fun game.
No balls, 2 strikes. Hardister will get her signal. Rocks, fires, just miss. Running the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, from my angle, like you mentioned earlier, it looks like that ball went right across the letters, top of the strike zone, but it's not my strike zone.
1-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on and missed. That'll be the first out for the Rams here in the top part of the third.
Yeah, and that was a crucial strikeout right there. Get your glove and ball back under you and control the rest of this inning.
Second punch out for Hardister in the game here. Be Martin. She singled her first time. Softball is lifted. Klusner will call for it. Squeeze it for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Tara Wooten. She was hit by a pitch last time. She advanced all the way around to third base, but she did not score. So Bears leading this in 3-1 is a leadoff single, then a strikeout and a pop out to second base. Fastball swung on and missed. Run to count to no balls and a strike. And they get the first pitch by Hardister to Wooten.
Yeah, that was a hard first pitch. There's some emphasis behind that pitch.
Hardister gets right back on the mound, toes the rubber. Now she'll rock, fire. Fastball miss low and out. Run to a ball and a strike. Good crowd still in hand here at Paul Butcher Field. Everybody enjoying the weather. Little Bears softball. See some students on the left field line. See folks in the first base bleachers and the third base bleachers. Hardister will get the 1-1 signal. A rock, fire, swung on and miss. I run the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you mentioned those fans. Sometimes if you look over right field over at Big Sandy College, there will be people out there back of their trucks tailgating.
There's a lot of places to watch the game from. This is a fan-friendly field. You can watch the ball game. 1-2 delivery upcoming from Hardister. Rocks, fires, fastball missed high. Deuces wild here in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I mean, like you were saying, absolutely, this is a fan-friendly field. If you're a recruit watching, dorms are literally in left center field. I mean, it's a perfect spot to come play.
2-2 delivery swung on, fouled off. They'll do 2-2 all over again. If Wooten's able to reach, Hicks will hit.
Yeah,
Get you-
Wooten's been one. Sorry,
Go right ahead, Ethan.
I was gonna say Wooten's been one of those power bats for the Rams.
Pitch just missed on. Oh, he's going to strike three. A little delayed call as Hardester will get her third punch out of the game. That'll retire the Rams here in the top half of the third. Excellent pitch from her. So they get a run. That one person reached up on the base hit. That was the third of the game. So to do it for the Bears in the bottom half of the third inning, it will be 5, 6, 7. It'll be Hardester, Jones, and Mullins. You're watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. We get started here in the bottom half of the third. It can mean Hardester, Jones, and Mullins. The Bears have got 3 runs on 4 hits. The Rams got a run on 3 hits. Got a change here.
In the first slot, number 23 is now going to center field. In the third slot in batting order, number 10 is going to third base. And third base is going to catch.
Perfect. So we got some position changes there. So Sloan LeBron will go from catcher to center field. Martin will go from center field to third base. And then Sanchez will go from third base to catcher. So the battle lineup will stay the same. It's just position changes. Also, Ethan, it shows a lot of these young ladies from Bluefield are very versatile, playing multiple positions here. As we talked about, Cox started game 1 on the mound, started game 2 in left field, now playing first.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you have the utility, I think there's a bug over there. I think that's what they're stomping on.
Yeah, they look like they're having some fun over Coach Staggs. I noticed he's not getting involved very much on the bug action. He's trying to look at himself, what are you girls doing?
Yeah, he doesn't like to egg on their enthusiasm a little bit too much.
Hardester in her first plate appearance today, she singled, reached third base but did not score. And then game 1 today, Hardester, she walked and struck out twice.
Yeah, and just to touch back on that versatility, I mean, when you're able to have a pitcher who can go in the circle, control her pitches the way Hardester does, and then step into the box and be a presence the way she is, that's very good on your team.
First pitch to Hardester in the third. Swung on, hit towards right field. It'll be a base hit.
There you go.
As Hardester leads off the third for the Bears with a single down the right field line. That'll be the 5th hit of the day for the Bears. That's going to bring up Haley Jones. Jones singled her first time up. Again, Jones, and then she'll be followed by Mullins. It'll be interesting here in the third. Bears up 3-1. Will they play small ball, trying to get Hardester over to second? It'll be interesting to see. First pitch to her. Pitch miss inside, ball 1. So she didn't show anything there on the first pitch.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Over the weekend series with Trinity International, Maddie Mullins, actually our catcher, she hit a ball off the top of the left field fence over there that should have crept out, so we'll see how she does.
Fastball missed high and inside when it comes to 2 balls and no strikes. Again, 3-1 Bears here in the bottom half of the third. Hardester leads off the Bears half offensively with a single to right. 2-0 delivered to Jones. Pitch miss outside when it comes to 3 balls and no strikes. As the lights are fully on here at Paul Butcher Field. 3-0 delivery to Jones. Fastball caught the corner, running count to 3 balls and a strike. Lefty on lefty, Franklin versus Jones. Ball in the dirt, that'll be ball 4. That will allow Jones to reach via the walk.
The catcher, Madison Mullins.
That'll be the 3rd walk on the afternoon the Bears were able to draw. That'll bring up Madison Mullins, who struck out swinging her first time. can be interesting here. I could potentially see them bunting here to get runners and score multiple runners in scoring positions.
Yes.
But you talked about Maddie got some power though too.
Yes, she does have power. I mean, like I said, she showed it off, but there she is showing bunt.
Wild pitch allows the base runners to advance to second and third, so that'll allow Mullins to hit without having to put down a bunt.
Now you would think here, bring in baseball a little bit. I know the dimensions are smaller. What if you were put on a squeeze, push it back to the pitcher?
It's a good question there, but up 3-1 might be one of those things. If he can just drive it to the outfield, maybe give her a shot or two. Bunt on the foul ball on the inside. Turns the count to a ball and a strike, but definitely go hardest to running a third. I guess it depends on how much you trust her on the base pass as far as speed-wise. Gotta get your timing down too. Ball and a strike on Mullins. Swung on, fouled off. We're in the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, there definitely there's what's called a suicide squeeze where you just run from third base no matter what. There's also a safety squeeze where you put the bunt down as a base runner. You have the choice to run or not. 1-2 delivery. Off speed pitch. Caught the corner. Will be the first out of the inning for the Bears offensively. As Mullins goes down looking this time. I bring in Mary Oxford, who singled her first time and later scored. So runners at second and third, 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. Bears leading this one 3-1. Franklin rocks and fires. Pitch misses down low, ball 1. Ball, no strikes. Oxford digs in. Franklin will fire. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Hardest will try to score. She will. That'll be the 4th run of the game here for the Bears. And Jones will advance from second and third on that wild pitch. That run to count to 2 balls and no strikes. So now it's a little different with Oxford here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, really, if you hit anything that touches the grass, or really just put it in the field of play, as long as it's not popped up in the air, they have a chance to score here with Jones.
So the catcher will call time. Now, the thing about here will be a situation, or Ethan, you talked about squeeze. Oxford a little bit quicker. Jones got a little bit more speed at third. It might be one of those things, a safety, where Oxford can put a bunt down third baseline, try to beat it out, allowing Jones to score.
Yeah, you definitely could do that. I mean, knowing their speed on the base pass, you have a decision as a defender. You could give up the run, take the out, try and get out of the inning, which personally, if I was a coach, I would prefer that. But you could also try and double them up at home and first.
Well, also, I think what happens there, Ethan, is you talked about game 1, putting pressure on the defense. Make them make the play, right?
Exactly. Force the error, too.
So it's 1 mount. Make sure everybody gets in behind the safety net over here. So it's 2 balls, no strikes on Mary. Franklin will get her sign. Now she'll rock fire. She shows bunt. The safety squeeze was on. The throw will be not in time. As the umpire said, no, she got in underneath. So the safety squeeze was on. Jones got a little bit too far off of third base. Snap throw by the catcher. Almost got her. So it's 3 balls, no strikes on Oxford with 1 out. And Pritchard waits on deck for the Bears. 3-0 delivery upcoming from Franklin. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Turns count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
And one thing you see in softball a little bit more than baseball is the catchers throwing to these bases off of their knees.
3-1. Fastball caught the outside corner, strike 2. So the catcher had to snap throws on 2 of the last 3 pitches. Now Oxford has to choke up on the bat, protect the plate a little bit more. I'll get the ball in play to score a run. 3-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Franklin comes all the way back to strike out Oxford. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning for the Bears.
Coming up to bat, the center fielder, Carson Pritchard.
If we get Pritchard, she struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Fastball missed end.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to the third baseman and shortstop here. It looks like they're playing bunt defense on the left side of the field.
It's 5-6 punch-outs for Franklin. Swung on, hit back up the middle off of Franklin. Pritchard tried to beat the throw. She does. That'll be an infield hit. That allowed Jones to score. That'll be the 5th run of the ball game. Hopefully she's okay as Pritchard will pick up a base hit.
Yeah, that bounced off right the back of her ankle on the inside of her foot. But hopefully she'll be able to continue, and the best for her. But we got to see if she's able to put weight on her plant foot.
So that'll be the 2nd hit in the inning. That'll be the 6th hit of the game for the Bears. 5 runs. As that pitch hit right back up the middle off of Franklin's foot. Looks like she's ready to go.
No, well, I think they might try and test her foot because when softball, Mr. Gary, as you see, that's her plant foot. So she's going to lean back, slide, and then kick with her right foot. But she needs to be able to have that power to push off her left foot and get that momentum behind her pitches.
So Pritchard had 2 hits in that first game. This is her first hit here in game 2 as he drives in a run to bring up the Bears' second baseman, Sophie Klusner. We'll talk to the home plate umpire, and we'll check with Franklin. She'll put her mask back on. I think she's ready to go. Sophie was hit by a pitch, and then she singled. Be her 3rd at bat here. We're only in the 3rd inning. So Pritchard will get her lead from first with 2 outs. She'll be going on contact. Sophie's able to reach the Lilywood hit. First pitch to Sophie. Called strike 1.
Number 1, Sophie Klusner.
No balls and a strike. 2 outs. 5-1 Bears in 3rd. Caught the outside corner runs to count to no balls and 2 strikes. Franklin been effective since she's been in the ball game.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to see how many more pitchers the Rams may have other than Franklin.
0-2. Swung on, hit to the third baseman field. Goes across the diamond to retire Klusner here in the 3rd. However, the Bears scored 2 more. Go 5-1. If we go to the 4th, Bears leading this one 5-1. You're watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. Let's go to the 4th inning. Bears leading this one 5-1. Due up for the Rams, it will be Hicks, Sanchez, and McDuffie. As Hardister will begin her 4th inning work here for the Bears. Hicks got a single her first time up, got all the way to second base, will strain to there. She had the lone hit for the Rams here in game number 1 today. Again, this will be a conference matchup next year. Bluefield University and the University of Pikeville Bears will be playing in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Yeah, both teams are very young, so you'll probably see a little bit of the same lineups next year.
Hardest will get the sign. She'll rock, fire, swung on, hit to third base. Klusner sets her feet. Those across to Blair. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th. 5-3 is going to bring up Sanchez, the third baseman. Flew out to Pritchard in center her first time up. First pitch swinging as well last time. Ethan, that's what you call pitch efficiency. One pitch, one out.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to limit your pitches, that's going to help anybody. Having your defense playing behind you, trusting your defenders in the infield, that's always great to have.
Also pitching with lead. 5-1, you want those strikes, let them put the ball in play. Harster will get her sign. Now she'll rock fire. Fastball misses high and out. Trying to count 1 ball and no strikes.
Also, I feel like when you pitch with the lead, you're not as afraid to throw pitches in there. You don't want to, when you're behind, you don't want to test as much. You trust your stuff. Here you're able to attack and try and test some hitters and test the zone.
1-0 count. Rocks fire, swung on, baseball hit down the left field line. Diving attempt. Unable to come up with it. She'll round first. Go in the second. She's going to go around second, going to third. The throw will come to third. Not in time. That'd be a 1-out triple for Sanchez. As she goes down the left field line.
Yeah, and if you're the Rams, that's how you want to get it started. You know, you want to put your rally caps on now after a triple there. I believe it was second at bat of the inning, yes. So here you got runner in scoring position. Put something in the right field. Make it a long throw home.
McDuffie will come up. She flew out to Pritchard her first time as well. Running third, 1 out. The Bears defense will play halfway. Pitch called strike 1. Interesting for the Bears to play halfway here. Especially at 5-1 here in the 4th. First will rock fire. Tried the corner and miss. I run the count to a ball and a strike. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the U-Pike Sports Network watching Bears softball. One delivery upcoming. Off-speed pitch. Just missed a little off. Run the count to 2 balls and a strike. Cox waits on deck for the Rams. 2-1 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Nice play. On third base coach, a little kick save and a beauty.
You know, I feel part of the reason there's been a good bit of foul balls today is the difference of pace between CJ and Kelsey. CJ, she picks up the pace in the circle. Kelsey, she takes her time. She goes through her motions.
2-2 delivery misses high. Outfield count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Harster will toe the circle once again. Gets her sign. Matt Mullins will set her target. Swung on, popped up. Mullins will give chase and that'll be out of play. We'll do 3-2 all over again.
Yeah, and another battle here by the Rams hitters. I mean, they do a good job of this. You know, if you're going to take anything away from game 1 or 2, no matter the score, it's your fights that you put up in the box.
Definitely good ABs going on. Harster will get the sign. 3-2 delivery upcoming. She'll rock, fire. Swung on, fouled off. Once again, Blair will give chase. Klusner will come over and take a look as well. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. She's fouled down the left field line. She's fouled down the right field line. Let's see what happens 3-2 here. Rocks, fires. Just off. That'll be ball 4. And she'll reach base. I'll bring up Cox, who bounced out 6-3 her first time. Coach Staggs go out and have a talk with the pitcher. So after the Bears went up 5-1 after 3, she gets Hicks to fly out, bounce out to Klusner, 5-3, and then a 1-out triple, and then a walk follows that after a long at bat. Coach Staggs is going to make sure everybody's locked in, ready to go. Cox again bounced out to Zoe Ingram last time, so maybe another bounce out to either Klusner 4-6-3 or 6-4-3, give an opportunity to defense turn a little double play, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be quick. You got to hit it right to Ingram. Turn, bang, bang play right there. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, the dimensions are smaller, so you don't see double plays as much as we did in the first game. But it'll be interesting to see what we do here. Hopefully, Hardister had a good talk with Coach.
Cox struck out both times in the first game. The first up back here to 6 game, she bounced out 6-3. First pitch to her this time. Swung on and missed. Strike one.
Yeah, that's a really good way to come out of a meeting. You hear it on the third base crowd over here. Everybody's like, oh.
Hardister gets right back on the mound. 0-1 delivery upcoming. She'll rock, fire. All-speed pitch misses high and out. Even to count of 1, a ball and a strike. Top part of the lineup do it for the Rams. Sloan LeBron waits on deck. I'm sorry, no, Buchanan will hit next. The 9-hole. 1-1 delivery upcoming from the hurler. Swung on, fouled straight back. That runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Bears softball will be back in action as they travel down to Myrtle Beach next weekend. Play a number of games.
Yeah, that'll be a good tournament for the Bears. I mean, just to keep the momentum going for you after these 2 series at home. Test yourself away, see what lineups look like against different level of teams.
Ball and 2 strikes. Hardister will rock, fire. Swung on and missed. Mullins hangs on to it. Be the second out of the inning. So bring up Buchanan, who struck out looking her first time. She entered the game as replacement player in game 1. And she struck out swinging in that ball game as well. So she 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. Swung on, fouled back. That's the 5th punch out for Hardister here in the 4th inning. Hardister will get a sign. 0-1 delivery upcoming. Pitch in the dirt. Nice job of Mullins. Get the softball in front of her. I believe in the count of 1 to the ball and a strike. Got a runner at first and a runner at third. You got 2 outs. 1-1 count on Buchanan at the plate. Rocks, fires, swung on, hit to Ingram. Fields it, throws it across to Blair. That'll retire the Rams. Here in the 4th inning, they threaten. However, Hardister holds them at bay, and we go to the bottom half of the 4th. Bears leading this one 5-1. You're watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. So the Rams will get a run on a hit there in the 4th. For the Bears to appear in their half of the 4th, it'll be 2-3-4. Lily Klusner, Zoe Ingram, and Clara Blair. So through 4 offensively for the Rams, they got to 1 run on 4 hits. Counting the strikeouts here for Hardister. I think she's up 5. Four punch outs, excuse me. Yeah, 4 punch outs for Hardister through 4. That'll be your third baseman, Lily Klusner. She walked her first time and was retired 9-2 at the plate, and then struck out swinging her second time. Bears again got 5 runs on 6 hits so far. As the catcher makes some adjustments, now we're ready to play. Third baseman will dig in. Franklin gets a sign, shakes it off now. She hit the pitch she wants. Rocks, fires. Swung on, hit towards right field. That ball will get down. Nope, they're going to call that an out. I'm sorry, folks. Nice play by the right fielder to be the first out of the inning. I thought the umpire was pointing down.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that ball got down, but it's a tough angle in here.
That's Buchanan out there made a diving catch. I'll bring up Zoe Ingram. Ingram walked twice so far in game 2. Pitch missed low. Ingram doubled, walked, reached on air in the first game. She's walked twice game 2. One delivery upcoming to Zoe. Swung on, fouled off. Got an opportunity to get to know Zoe a little bit better this year. She's a graduate assistant in the Office of Admissions. Doing a good job for us. She'll be graduating in the spring with her Master's of Business. 1-1 count to the grad student, Zoe Ingram. Swung on, fouled straight back, good swing.
Yeah, you know, I really don't think you could take that grad student label for granted as a team, really. I mean, it comes with leadership experience. Whether the record shows it or not, from last year, I mean, she's been through these situations all these girls have been through. She's been through the struggles, so she knows how to get out of it and work through it.
1-2 delivery coming from Franklin. Pitch is low. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 5-1 Bears here at the bottom of the 4th. CJ went the distance in game 1, struck out 12, gave 1 hit. Hartzer's only given 1 run here through 4 innings. 2-2 delivery upcoming to Ingram. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Coach Staggs have a little Olay defense over there. It's one of those situations, Ethan, Coach Staggs just kind of threw his hand at her. Like, hey, yeah, I want to act like I'm going to try to get it, but let that base softball go on by.
Well, you know, every coach says if you give 100% effort, that's what matters, right?
2 balls, 2 strikes on Ingram. Franklin will toe the rubber. Gets her sign, and she'll rock and fire from the left side. Ball in the dirt. Nice job of Zoe to hold up on the swing. We're going to count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Clara Blair waits on deck. The freshman first baseman from Johnson Central High School. So the count's full on the grad student. Franklin rock, fire, pitch missed. It's going to be, gets away from the catcher. Ingram will reach first base, make sure the umpire's okay. Looked like he was starting to stagger a little bit off the head, and the catcher did a nice job not worrying about the softball, make sure the umpire's okay.
Yeah, our great trainer, Kaylee Garton, helping them out here.
So it'll be a strikeout swinging, but not a put out. Make sure the umpire's okay, folks. Give her a drink of water, so that'll allow Ingram, should be able to remain at first base.
I think he's going to take a walk down there.
I think the discussion is, will Ingram be able to stay on first? Because the catcher was going toward the umpire. I think the answer is going to be yes. Unless he's going to call the ball dead. I don't think you can call the ball dead and call Zoe out. I think she'll remain at first. So Franklin will be credited with the strikeout. Just the out on the board will not be recorded. At least that's my understanding. The umpires are still getting together. Trainer's still checking on the umpire as they walk into the diamond a little bit to discuss. So this is a long discussion, folks. I'm not for sure why. Unless there's a rule that I don't know about. There's a difference between baseball and softball. Discussion is still going on, folks. I don't know if maybe the umpire's just taking a little breather here, make sure he's got his wits about him here. The first base umpire the field umpire, I should say, is adding a few comments here. The home plate umpire saying, let's see what the final decision is going to be about.
I believe they're going to call a foul.
And that will be, let's see, probably, so I think they're going to say she's out on the swing. Or maybe you're probably right. The best thing to do is probably call foul ball.
I mean, personally, if that's what I would do. I mean, it was a swing and miss strike 3, but the catcher dropped the ball. I mean, the ball rolled over to Bluefield's dugout. I mean, the correct play, if unfortunately the umpire had not gotten hit and a little dazed the way he was, would just to be let Ingram keep first and next batter up. But with the umpire getting dazed, it'll be interesting then.
So Coach Staggs, he's spent years as an official. He's laughing now. Look, everybody's okay. And he's also, Coach Staggs, also the assigning secretary for baseball and softball umpires in the 15th region. And they're going to call that a foul ball. So it'll be 3 balls and 2 strikes, I believe. That's the count I had before. So they're going to call that a foul ball. So full count on Ingram. She'll have another shot at it. 3-2 delivery upcoming. Pitch misses outside, ball 4. So Ingram will walk. Bring up the Bears freshman first baseman who struck out her first time, bounced out to the third baseman her second time.
Yeah, that's her 3rd walk on the day for Ingram. It's just this game alone.
Franklin's first pitch to Blair is called strike 1. No balls and a strike. Hardister waits on deck for the Bears. Franklin will rock, fire. All-speed pitch hit the left center field. Ingram will round second, and he'll stay there. Base hit for Blair to left field as Ingram will advance. It'll be the 7th hit for the Bears. Bring up Hardister, who doubled her first time, and then can't read my own handwriting, folks. I'm sorry.
I have her 2 for 3.
Yeah, so she is doubled the first time and then singled her second time.
Yeah, she also helped herself out with an RBI as well.
Back-to-back singles. You know, got that drove in that run as well. Scored a run back in the 3rd. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Oh, 1 delivery upcoming. Pitch misses the corner. Ends the count 2 balls, no strikes. Catcher doing a good job asking where the pitch missed. 2-0 delivery upcoming. Outside, ball 3. Throw behind Ingram, not in time.
Yeah, you would think for Sloan LeBron, if she's going to throw down, you think she'd pop up, try to get the ball over the pitcher's head. Every time she's throwing from her knees and airmailing the ball.
Big ball 4 allows the runners to advance. Bring up Kelsey Jones, who singled back in the first and walked back in the third. Remember, Sloan LeBron had shifted to center field, though. They had some position changes.
That's right.
So behind the plate now for them is the third baseman, Sanchez. At least that's where she started off at the game. 5-1 Bears here in the 4th with an out. First pitch misses sign outside. Jones will wait on the delivery. Swung on, fouled straight back. We're going to count a ball and a strike. The catcher Mullins waits on deck. One delivery upcoming from Franklin. Lefty on lefty. Pitch caught the inside corner. Throw to third base will be high. Allow Ingram to score. The 6th run of the game for the Bears. As Ingram scores her 2nd run of the ball game here in game number 2.
Yeah, that's another error on the throw from catcher to third that drove in a run for the Bears. I mean, taking advantage of these mistakes that the Rams are producing.
Pitch behind Jones, running the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. To your point there, Ethan, the Bears scored a run in game 1 of the throwing error from the catcher's position. 2-2 delivery upcoming. 6-1 Bears in the 4th. Pitch misses high, run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I have the Rams marked for a couple of errors on my stat sheet. I'm not sure if you do as well.
Yeah, the throwing error been big this inning. Be ball 4, and the bases are juiced. As runners will advance, I'll bring up the catcher Madison Mullins. Bluefield's coach will call time. Maybe we're looking to make a pitching change. He pulls out the lineup card.
Yeah, they are. They sent somebody in the
That's
dugout to get
Cox.
their match.
That's Cox back on the mound.
Really?
The starter from game 1 will come back in and pitch some in game 2. Hey, Ethan, here's some music if you don't mind, please. So Cox, the starter from game 1, will be the new pitcher here in game 2 as she'll make a relief. We'll get the changes here.
First base and pitcher switching positions.
So the only is a switch of the first base. The pitcher Franklin will go back to first, then Cox will go from first to pitcher. So Ethan, you got to educate me here. I know in baseball it's a 10-run mercy rule. What is it in softball?
Yes, sir. So it's still the same 10-run mercy rule that you see. The difference is, well, really there is no difference. Instead, you take your mercy rule inning that you have for your 7-inning games for baseball. It's same application over here to softball. If you're up by 10 runs or more after the 5th inning, then whoever is up by those 10 runs wins the game.
Mullins, she struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Cox will face her. First pitch to her, low and outside, ball 1. Cox threw the the softball extremely well in game 1. Held the Bears to 2 runs. One of the runs for the Bears scored on a ball thrown out in the left field, as Ethan was talking about. The catcher threw it, and the third baseman just wasn't looking. There's an opportunity for the Bears to crack this one open, Ethan. A big base hit from Mullins here with 1 out. 1-0 delivery, swung on and missed.
Yeah,
Even the count of 1.
you could tell from that swing there, she was swinging for the batting cages out there in left field, maybe even Hoop's family facility behind the pole.
She was going to say first swing, best swing. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Bears catcher. Cox will rock fire. Pitch called strike 2 as it caught the corner. Oxford waits on deck for the Bears.
Yeah, you saw Mullins look back at the home plate umpire there. I'm not sure if you did, but I noticed it. He's been calling this inside corner strike for the Rams, but not for the Bears.
1-2, swung on and missed. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning for the Bears. That'll bring up Oxford. Oxford has singled and struck out. When she singled, she's also scored a run. Hitting with 2 outs, base of juice. Ball outside.
Yeah, one stat that has my attention right now is the walks that the Bears have drawn so far. They have 5 walks and 1 hit by pitch.
Pitch is a hold up a swing. Runs the count to 2 balls, no strikes. And also got a little help from the Ashland Paul Blazer head coach, Ethan. He's Scott Ingram said the softball is 8 after 5. So this will be an 8-run game. So is the runner first scores this ball game. Could be, well, they'll still get the hit. But now it's 3 balls and no strikes on Oxford. Pritchard waiting on deck.
Well, I appreciate Coach Ingram helping us out.
I tell you what, it's always good when the viewers at home can teach us a thing or two.
Yeah, I guess our old SID Alec told me the wrong thing.
Ball 4, and that will drive in a run for the Bears. And the bases will remain loaded.
Yeah, and again, another walk for the Bears. This is 6 on the day. When you could just load and get free bases like that, I mean, it really takes away that key point that we mentioned earlier, driving in those runs when you're just giving the free base.
Pritchard had 2 hits that first game. She struck out and had a single in the same 2. Pitch caught the outside corner. Again, Scott Ingram, the head coach at Ashland Paul Blazers, successful program. As he's got his older daughter, Gabby's on staff with him. No balls and a strike. Pitch missed high. Runs kind of 1 ball and a strike. Scott was a slick fielding second baseman, Ethan, back in the day.
Well, I guess it pairs well with the Hall of Famer pitcher like yourself.
Well, I tell you what, when you have fielders behind like Scott Ingram, it's easy getting the Hall of Fame. 1-1 delivery. He'll come to Pritchard. Softball. Swung on and slap foul. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I hear Klusner on deck telling Pritchard a little quicker, get around to it.
If we get to Klusner, it means the Bears have batted around here in the 4th because she led off. Lily led off. So if Sophie hits, I'm going to get to Lily for the leadoff hitter. 1-2 delivery upcoming to Pritchard. Swung on, hit down the left field line foul. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Pritchard looking good in this 9-hole for the Bears. 2 hits in game 1, got a hit in game 2. 1-2 delivery coming up. Fastball missed high. Playing center field here in game 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if her bat keeps up going into this tournament and coming out against Campbellsville for conference play. We'll see how she does.
Deuces Wild here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch missed high and inside. Run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runners will be on the move on the pitch. And that's key because if the ball gets to the gap, I'll probably allow Oxford to score from first.
Yeah, I believe we have the speed on the base pass to get it done.
3-2 delivery coming from Cox. She rocks, she fires, swung on, hit foul. Down the third base line, she's trying to slap that thing just inside the third base bag. It just got a little bit too far to the left. Coach Staggs telling Hardister, well, hey, be sure that you are in foul territory because if it hits you as a base running foul territory, it's fine. But now if it hits you as a in fair territory, then you're out. So 3-2, we'll do it all over again. Cox will rock, fire, swung on, baseball hit to me, softball hit to the second baseman. Fields goes on the first base to retire the Bears here in the 4th. However, the Bears will score another one, go up 7-1. You're watching, score 2 more here in the 4th. You're watching Bears softball on the U Pike Sports Network. Bears scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth on thanks they did not have recorded a hit. Scored those 2 runs. As we go to the fifth, it will be 1, 2, 3. Sloan, LeBron, Franklin, and Martin due up here for the Rams. Sloan bounced out 5-3. She's singled as well. Bears looking to win their 4th straight to begin the season. Excellent pitching performance by CJ in game 1, going the distance, striking out 12, facing the minimum, giving up only 1 hit. Harsher throwing a heck of a game here in game 2. Pitch caught the outside corner, strike 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the U-Pike Sports Network for Bears softball action. 0-1 delivery upcoming. Just missed, leaving the count of ball and a strike. Sloan LeBron started off behind the dish. Now she's playing center field defensively for the Rams. Harster will get her sign. She'll rock, fire, swung on, popped up. That'd be foul. Run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still a good crowd on hand here. Got people on the third base side, people on the first base side, and got still a few folks down in the left field corner. Still extremely warm here for a February evening. 1-2 delivery, fastball high and out. That run the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, for Hardister, you just want to start out with an easy strike, or easy out, not easy strike, excuse me. Just smooth sailing for the rest of the game. No more scares like the last inning.
2-2 swung on. Zoe Ingram diving stop, throws across the diamond. Not in time. Excellent play by the shortstop.
Yeah, really good play there from the shortstop. I remember there was a series against, I believe it was Cumberland's Kentucky last year. I would have given her a golden glove for that series. Here she is showing off the leather again.
Bring up Franklin, who lined out to the third baseman the first time. Struck out looking her for swinging, the second time. Horse will come set. No time's called. That'll be the 5th hit here at game 2 for the Rams. Pitch is missed. Run the count to 1 ball, no strikes.
And for Hardister, although she's given up some more hits to CJ, she's done a good job toning it down once she allows those runners to get on base.
Shows bunt, fouls it off. Even at a 1, a ball and a strike. One delivery comes from Hardister. Sloan LeBron will get her lead after the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Be 2 balls and a strike.
I would bet on them showing bunt again here, trying to get a bunt and steal, get some momentum going on base pass.
Franklin definitely quick. 2-1 delivery, bunted. Nice play by Hardister on the mound. That'll be a pop out to 1. Get the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Macy Martin.
Yeah, Gary, I believe last time they were trying to do a bunt and run situation with LeBron on first and Franklin up to bat, and she just kept consistently popping those bunts foul, popping them foul. There she is popping it in, play for an out.
First pitch, misses up high and out, ball 1. Martin 1 for 2 here in game 2. Single back in first and scored and popped out to the second baseman or second at bat. 7-1 Bears here in the 5th. 1-0 delivery upcoming. Pitch down Broadway, even the count of 1, a ball and a strike. Chara Wooten waiting on deck for the Rams. Get their sign. Now she'll rock, fire. Swung on, fouled straight back. Earned a count of ball and 2 strikes. Seven-one Bears here in the 5th. Hardersville will get her sign now. She takes a deep breath, rocks, fires. One gone, baseball hit deep to left field. Baseball going, the softball going back. Ball will be off the wall. And there are 2 players at second base. They got them hung up. Klusner will go across the diamond, not in time. So it's going to be a long single for Martin. Now allow Sloan LeBron to advance from first to third. And you talked about Martin having some pop in the bat. Definitely showed it there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she has 3 or 2 home runs on the season so far. Almost notched herself a 3rd one there.
That's the team's 6th hit of the day, or game 2.
Yeah, for Hardister here, you need to lock it down again. And you've been in this situation before. You've gotten out of it before. Let's do it again.
Rocks, fire, swung on, hit foul down to the third base line. No balls and a strike. Runners on first and third. You got 1 out. Got 1 out, here in the 5th. No balls and a strike here on Wooten. Hardersville will rock, fire. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Yeah, and a good job by Mullins there, keeping the ball in front of her, stopping that runner from being able to advance home.
Pitching with a 6-run lead, it will make him earn every single run, like to your point there. Don't give him free runs. 1-1 delivery upcoming. Pitch into hitting Wooten, and now load the bases.
And Coach Staggs coming out there to talk to his pitcher again. Maybe to warm somebody else up as I see the infield walking in.
He'll bring up Hicks. Hicks had a single in game 1, had a single here in first at bat in game 2. Then she also bounced out 5-3. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bears leading this one 7-1. Got a little bit of trouble here with bases juice, only 1 out. Hardister had throwing a heck of a game. We're in a little bit of trouble here in the 5th.
Yeah, you know, she's been in this situation, like I said before. Last inning, she was in this situation. First inning, she was in this situation. Only gave up 1 run so far. So she's done a good job toning it down every time she gets runners on base. And she doesn't fold when she's under pressure.
So the team will come together and they shake hands, and now they're ready to go back at it. Klusner will go back to her third base spot. Zinger will go back to her shortstop, and then Klusner and Blair will go back to second and first. That'll bring up Hicks. Hardister rock, fire, pitch gets away from Mullins at the plate. It's going to allow the second run of the game to score for the Rams. So it's ball 1.
Yeah, and that high and outside spot, that's been the one spot all game that's Kelsey's had trouble keeping the ball down. And Mullins, she's again having to get up and chase that pitch that goes high and outside.
Runners will advance to second and third with 1 out now. Swung on, popped up. Mullins will give chase. He'll get out of play. They'll leave it in 1, a ball and a strike.
You know, and if you're Hardister, I'd look at it this way. You got 1 more run off the base paths. You have a chance to just wipe that off your mind, start fresh here, get another out.
1-1 count here on Hicks. Hardister will get a sign. She'll rock, fire. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Pick up a ball and 2 strikes on Hicks.
Yeah, really good change up there. I mean, you saw the drop in it. going from the middle of the belt down to the dirt. Good pitch.
1-2 delivery upcoming from Hardister. Gets her sign. She'll rock and fire. Swung on. Hit to Ingram. Looks runner's back. Goes across the diamond. They got him hung up between second and third. And there'll be a 6-3-4 double play to end the inning. Nice play defensively for the Bears.
Yeah, that's a way to keep your eyes up from Blair there. I mean, another double play by being heads up, defensively aware. That's what you practice for. That's why you do those situational drills, and it's a good job to be prepared.
So we run on 2 hits for the Rams there in the 5th. And a lot of times, Ethan, you'll hear the 6-4-3 double play. Not too often do you hear a 6-3-4 double play.
Yeah, it's a bit unconventional even for baseball standards, but that's what softball is for, is being unconventional.
Well, appreciate you guys watching Bears softball on the UPOC Sports Network. Go to the bottom half of the 5th. Bears leading this one 7-2. It'll be 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, it's on the wrong side of the book. My apologies, folks. It'll be 1, 2, 3. Sophie Klusner, Lily Klusner. Then Zoe Ingram do it for the Bears here. Bears have got the 7 runs on 6 hits. Bluefield scored their 2 runs on 6 hits as well. Klusner reached by hit by a batter, then she singled and bounced out 5-3. First pitch to Klusner. Fastball outside corner, strike 1.
All right.
She shows bunt, and then she'll come back with a pitch. Pitch misses down low, ball 1.
Yeah, and that's different from what you see in baseball. You don't see showing bunt, bringing it back too much. I've come to learn that's honestly just Sophie's batting stance. That's the way some softball players do it. It's like slap hitting in softball as well.
I think it's at least what I've heard hitters talk about before, so where they can stay locked in, they can follow the baseball better.
Yeah, I'd have to talk to her after the game about it.
Swung on, hit the right center field gap, and second baseman makes a nice play for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a really good play. She looked like Derek Griffith from the football team catching a go route right there.
Bring up Lily Klusner, the third baseman. She walked and was retired 9-2, struck out, and then flew out to the right fielder last time. Fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, that's a good pitch from Cox. Started in the batter's box, crept back in right on the corner. Great pitch.
0-1 delivery upcoming from Cox. Gets her sign. She'll rock, fire, swung on, ball popped up. And that's going to get out of play. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate you guys tuning into the UPOC Sports Network. Watching Bears softball. We'll be bringing action all season long from Paul Butcherfield. Ethan and I will be tag teaming, or if we have baseball and softball going at the same time, we'll both be running solo. No balls, 2 strikes to Klusner. Pitch. This is outside, ball 1. Ingram's waiting on deck. She's had a productive day.
That she has 3 walks in this game.
1-2 delivery. Fastball missed high and out. Runs a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the thing that I love with the top of our batting order is they all know the strike zone very well. They all draw a lot of walks. They can get on base very easily by drawing walks.
2-2, baseball being a softball, towards center field. The ball is fielded for the second out here in the 5th. It's going to bring up Ingram.
And I mean, from a pitcher's perspective as well, Gary, when you have batters who are consistently drawing walks, getting those balls called for you, that frustrates you on the mound or in the circle.
You start trying to make overcorrections sometimes, when you're missing the zone a little bit. First pitch, Ingram misses outside. You talked about Zoe. She walked 3 times this game. She walked once the first game, and then also had that double and reached on in air. So she's been on base every time she's been at bat tonight, some form or fashion. Swung on, fouled straight back, leaving the count of the ball and a strike. And you talk about this Bears lineup, Ethan. It's a potent lineup here. I think they're learning more about how to hit in certain situations, getting runners on, get them over. I think they've done a little bit better job here in Game 2. Game 1, they struggled. They had a lot of hits, but only had 2 runs. They're doing a little better job here in Game 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Pitch missed high and outside, running kind of 2 balls and a strike on Ingram.
I mean, I would say the maturity of the team starting to grow. As you can see, the starters, there's a bunch of juniors. We have our grad senior here in Ingram. But then there's a good bit of freshmen and sophomores that get in the mix.
2-1 delivery. Misses low, 3 balls and a strike. Ingram definitely knows the strike zone, as Ethan talked about. He's already walked 4 times today.
I mean,
they probably got her on the scouting report. She hit 2 home runs against Trinity International when she took the first at bat today. She hit it off the wall. 3-1 delivery upcoming. Swung on, hit down the third baseline. Nice play by the third baseman. Goes across the diamond for the putout.
Yeah, that was a great pick over there at the hot corner to be able to turn your hips, put the glove down, grab it backhanded. That's a tough play no matter what level you're on, backhanding a pick like that.
So we appreciate you guys watching Bears softball on the U-Pike Sports Network. It was going to the 6th inning. Bears leading this one 7-2. As we go to the 6th, Bears leading this one 7-2. Do it for the Rams. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Sanchez, McDuffie, and Cox. As my man Gideon. Hang on just a second, Gideon. Tell everybody go Bears.
Go Bears!
Hey, how exciting was that basketball game on Tuesday?
What?
How exciting was that basketball game on Tuesday?
Very.
My man Gideon there, Dr. Harris's son, he's watching the basketball game on Tuesday, and he's watching a little Bears softball here as well.
Shout out Coach Compton picking up the conference win Tuesday.
Sanchez 1 for 2 this game. Flew out to the center field, and later she tripled back in the 4th. Hardister will rock, fire, swung on, hit the third baseman off her glove. As Ingram will pick it up, throws a seed across the diamond. That's your typical 5-6-3 put out for the first out of the inning.
Hey, I mean, however you can get an assist, that helps. It was like a little touch pass in basketball from Klusner to Ingram.
We've had a 6-3-4, and then we had a 5-6-3. McDuffie will come up. 0 for 2. Flew out to center and then also struck out. Pitch down low and in, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery upcoming. Pitch missed high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, again, it's that high outside corner. She's struggling to be able to find the top of that strike zone. Just at this point, focus on what's working for you. Get the strikes. Get out of here.
2-0 delivery upcoming. Off-speed pitch misses low and in. Going to count to 3 balls and no strikes. Haley Cox waits on deck. Hartford working with the lead here, 7-2 here in the 6th. 3-0 delivery. Misses high, ball 4. That's the thing you want to try to avoid is walks here with a 5-run lead. But bring up Cox. He is 0 for 2. Bounced out to Ingram, but short back in the 2nd. Then struck out in the 4th, swinging. Hartford will get her sign. She'll rock, fire. Outside corner, strike 1. Excellent pitch.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting looking at the differences between the Rams and the Bears pitchers. Mainly Cox and Hardister. They've been the 2 pitchers in the circle, 2 pitchers in the box.
Another pitch caught the outside corner on the count of no balls and 2 strikes. Coach has always told me, Ethan, if you go with pitch with a lead, just those strikes.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know as a pitcher, it's a lot harder than it looks.
It's true. 0-2 delivery, outside, ball 1. But you know something there, Ethan, says she comes back from a 4-pitch walk to McDuffie. She come back with back-to-back strikes. Because those Hartford's locked in. She gets her sign. And she'll rock fire. Fastball missed high and out. She'll probably go after this pitch here.
You know, and if I'm Hardister here, I want to go to what's been working for me in my strikeout pitch. I've seen the changeup working a lot. I'm going back to it.
She'll rock fire. Swung on, fouled off.
Yeah, she went from west to east in the top of the strike zone. We'll see if she starts to work south now.
She's punched out 4. Let's see if she can get her 5th here. 2-2 delivery upcoming. Fastball swung on and missed. That'll be her 5th punch out of the game. The 2nd out here in the 6th. It's going to bring up the right fielder Buchanan. She struck out, then bounced out to Ingram 6-3 shortstop. She's played an excellent right field this game. I think of several good plays. Swung on, popped up. That'll get out of the Paul Butcher field. Doesn't run the count to no balls and a strike.
Yeah, and Buchanan, she's been the one player that's came off the bench for the Rams so far this game. I mean, their dugout looks pretty full, but she's been the only sub for them.
0-1 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. That one will remain in Paul Butcher field. But no balls and 2 strikes. So on the strikeout on Cox, Hartford picked up her 5th punch out. Let's see if she can get number 6 here on Buchanan. Gets her sign, rocks, fires. Off speed pitch says yes, sir. That'll be her 6th punch out. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Bears leading this one 7-2. Appreciate you guys watching Bears softball on the UPike Sports Network. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Bears leading this one 7-2. Stay with us after the Bears come victorious. Do it for the Bears here in the bottom of the sixth. It'll be 4, 5, 6, Blair, Hardister, and Jones. Blair struck out the first time, bounced out to the third baseman, and then later reached and scored back in the fourth. Fastball caught the outside corner, no balls and a strike. How did she reach back in the fourth, Ethan? Do you have that?
I have her down as reaching by way of single.
Single, perfect. Ball misses down low.
And then on deck, Kelsey Hartster, she walked that following bat as well. I believe she came around to score.
1-1 count on Blair. Pitch miss outside, 2 balls and a strike.
I mean, the heart of the lineup really for the Bears. They've been doing the damage to the Rams, getting on base any way they can.
2-1 delivery upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. Good looking cut from Blair. That's a count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do it for the top of the 7 for the Rams. It would be the top part of the lineup. Be Sloan, LeBron, Franklin, and Martin. See if the Bears can get some insurance runs here in the bottom half of the sixth. Swung on softball that hit foul down the right field line. Two balls and 2 strikes on the freshman first baseman from Johnson Central. Played for Craig DeLong at Johnson Central, Bears Hall of Fame baseball player. 2-2 delivery upcoming. Swung on and missed. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Hardister will come up. She singled her first time, singled her second time, walked her third time. She's also scored a run today. Done a good job helping herself out today.
Yes,
Pitch miss outside.
She really has. She's gotten a couple RBIs, like you said, a couple singles, a walk. I mean, if you can help yourself out, why not do it?
One-0 delivery upcoming. Ball in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. Stay tuned with us, folks, after the ball game. Hope to have a word with a couple of Bears players. They look to go to 4-0 on the season. 2 balls and no strikes. Swung on, softball hit towards center field. Calls for it and squeezes it for the second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. I'll bring up the DP, Haley Jones. Jones singled, walked, and walked. She scored back in the third. Pitch caught the outside corner. In game number 2 here, Ethan, the Bears have scored 2 runs in the first, the third, and the fourth. We have multiple innings with multiple runs. It's always a good sign. Pitch swung on, fouled straight back.
Yeah, and when you're able to attack early, how you've been mentioning all game, pitching with a lead, it gives your batters confidence, gives your pitcher the confidence, and it really just settles everybody into the game. You don't have the jitters, the butterflies anymore. You don't feel like you're playing catch-up with the team.
The Bears scored at least 1 run in the first 4 innings of this ball game. 0-2 delivery upcoming to Jones. Swung on, hit the left field. Base hit for Jones. She continues to sling a hot stick for the Bears. That'll be her second hit. She's also walked twice. And look like we may have a substitution here.
Number 10, that's going to be Samantha Case.
Samantha Case will hit for Mullins. So Samantha Case will hit for Mullins. That'll be the 7th hit of the second game here for the Bears. So Case will hit for Mullins. You'll have Jones will get a lead at first with 2 outs. Again with 2 outs, running on contact. Cox will rock fire, fastball miss high and in. Ball 1.
In case she played against Trinity International, she actually got the start in game number 1 at second base for Klusner.
Pitch called strike 1. On the count to a ball and a strike. One delivery upcoming from Cox. She'll rock, fire, fastball. I caught the outside corner. And the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, 0-2 count here. You got
One, 2, right?
Or yeah, 1-2 count. You got to protect the plate.
Swung on, fouled off. If Case is able to reach Oxford, will hit for the Bears here in the 6th. Jones has got some good speed over at first. She's already scored a run today. A couple of hits, a couple of walks. On base all 4 times. Pitch miss inside, on the count to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And will also create a deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Two delivery, swung on, hit towards right center field. That ball would not be caught, be a base hit. Case will round first. Jones will hold at third. Case will try to advance from first to second, and she is going to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, again, heads up running by the Bears. They've done it all game. They've kept their eyes up. They paid attention to the mistakes made by the Rams, the errors, drop balls, pitchers not paying attention. They've taken advantage of it all.
This will be the 8th hit of the day here for the Bears. Runners at second and third. Oxford coming to play. Doubled, struck out, and walked. Now she'll hit with runners at second, third, and 2 outs. Swung on, fouled straight back. As Case put a good lick on the ball into right center field, she'll be credited with a hit. Cox will get her sign. Now she'll rock and fire. Pitch called strike 2. Quickly runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes on the Bears left fielder. And if Oxford's able to reach, then Pritchard, the center fielder, will hit. But Mary's got a little tall task here, 0-2. Pitch misses outside. Case getting a big lead at second base. Definitely going to watch for a pick behind. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Oxford. Case get her lead. Jones will get her lead. Swung on a miss. Now retire the Bears here in the 6th. They put a couple runners on, unable to push another one across. So we'll go to the 7th. Bears leading this one 7-2. You're watching Bears softball on the UPike Sports Network. So we go to the 7th. Bears leading this one 7-2. Top part of the lineup, Sloan, LeBron, Franklin, and Martin to face Hardestrow, who out there for her 7th inning of work. Again, stay tuned with us, folks. We're going to have a couple of post-game interviews with a couple of Bears. As our sports information director, Mike Oxley, will go get the players who will be interviewed. Again, just stay tuned with us. Sloan on the day has bounced out to the third baseman and then singled again. So 2 for 3 here in game number 2. She's also scored a run. So the Bears are 3 outs away, Ethan, from moving their record to 4-0 with starting the season.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the season. Going in spring break, like you mentioned, and then conference play to end the break.
Hartsville rock fire. Fastball misses high and out. Ball 1. She'll step back in the box here. Hartsville will get her sign from Mullins, who re-entered the ball game. Swung on. Softball hit towards center field. That makes that softball hit really hard. Pritchard will make the grab, though, for the first out here in the 7th. Well hit softball, but Pritchard did a nice job going back, setting her feet, and squeezing it for the first out of the inning here in the 7th. Bring up Franklin, the first baseman. Lined out to Klusner at third. Struck out swinging, then popped out to Hardister. Hardister will get her sign. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Pritchard moves in a little bit in the center field.
Yeah, the outfielders are definitely playing more shallow.
Fastball catches the outside corner. I'm just looking where Klusner's playing out at the second base there too, Ethan. She's even with the pitcher. Now she'll back up. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 delivery upcoming. Looking for her 6th punch out of the game. Swung on. Bays hit to right center. She'll round first. She'll stay there. That'll be a base hit for Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, a good piece.
7th of the day.
Good piece of hitting there. She just barely got it over Klusner's glove over at the 4-hole. I mean, if you're able to do that, you always are going to find grass in the outfield and get at least a single.
Martin's got 2 hits in this game, too. She's also scored a run. She doubled in her first at bat, single in the first and third at bat, and then she popped out to the second baseman. Hartzer will get her sign from Mullins. Swung on, fouled off. Running count to a ball, no balls and a strike on Martin. Wooten, the shortstop, waits on deck for the Rams.
Yeah, Martin with a good hit earlier, bounced off the fence in left field, showing off her power.
Turned out to be a long single. A little base running mistake there, a little miscommunication, but the Bears will receive the gift on the long single. Swung on, hit the Klusner second. She'll tag. In time, the Bears will win the doubleheader as they turn to 4-3 double play. The Bears will move to 4-0 on the season as Hartsville will pick up the win in this one as they had 2 excellent pitching performances where Hardister and CJ will hold the Rams offense at 2 runs total. Again, stay with us, folks. We're going to try to have some of the Bears interviews up. As they'll meet with the final times there. Hopefully, then we'll grab a couple Bears players here, folks. We'll go over some final stats here with you real quick. So the Bears. So the Bears will win this one 7-2. 7 runs on 2, 4, 6, 8 hits. The Bears played pretty clean defensively today. Then the Rams will score their 2 runs on 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. So the Bears will hold them offensively to 1 hit in the first game and 6 hits. So, Ethan, anytime you can hold a team to 2 runs on 7 hits over 2 games, you have an opportunity to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a productive first 4 games from the Bears pitching squad. I mean, It's improvement so far from the previous season. I hope the Bears will be able to continue this improvement into this tournament play in Myrtle Beach, where they're playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I believe Tuesday as well.
And then they're traveling back, like you talked about, getting ready for Mid-South Conference action after that as well, too. So the Bears are meeting right now. Again, bear with us here, folks. We'll have a couple of Bears players on as the administrative assistant for athletics, Bradley Yoder, and he's along with SID. Wyatt Oxley is getting a couple of the Bears players we'll get for an interview here. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in tonight for Bears softball and the UPike Sports Network. Trying to grab CJ and then also Zoe Ingram for a little post-game interview.
Yeah, and Mr. Gary, if I had to give a player of the series today, those are going to be my two girls to give it to. I mean, in the batter's box, the walks drawn by Ingram, you can never thank somebody enough, even though it doesn't show up on the 2 for 3 or 1 for 3, so forth. But, I mean, you're finding a way to get on base, and as coaches always talk about, you want to find a way. You got to find a way to win, and drawing walks, getting hits, hitting home runs, striking 11 people out like CJ did, that's finding a way, and that's how you get it done.
So you have Ingram, who walked 4 times today, got a base hit, reached on an error, then also, let's see, she also bounced out 5-3. Then going back to CJ in that game 1, faces the minimum, 21 batters over 7 innings, punches out 12 as well. So 2 excellent pitching performances between CJ and then also Hardister. Again, we're waiting on CJ, then also Zoe Ingram. Bears offense pretty balanced today. Again, game 1, the only thing I could see as far as what I always ask Coach Wells during basketball season, what do the Bears need to do to continue and to improve to be a successful team? I think definitely what I would say to continue, Ethan, will be get the pitching performances they are, hold the other team to 7 hits in 2 ball games. But things they need to continue to improve is situational hitting. We got the runners on bases, try to capitalize on that as well too.
Yeah, I mean, when you got runners in scoring position multiple times, you need to take advantage of that, capitalize, and be able to drive those runs across. I mean, you see this professionally. The Braves did it well when they went on their championship run. They always got runners in first, the second and third base backs. They drove them on. They played station to station. If you don't have that power bat that some other teams may have, like Cumberland's Kentucky and Sakau, then you need to be able to play station to station.
Well, here's Zoe Ingram. Care to give your hits out there? Perfect. Thank you, Ethan.
All right. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Excellent job there, Ethan, on the broadcast as well. So Zoe Ingram, the grad student, will join us on here.
Oh.
Can you hear me all right, Zoe?
Yeah.
Can you put that microphone in front of your mouth?
Yeah, I had a visor on.
Oh, perfect. Good deal. I said, I don't have a need for a visor. I tried to wear a visor. Folks at home may not know me in the softball world. I'm follically challenged, meaning I have a haircut very similar to Coach Robert Staggs. So Zoe had the 2 home run game on Sunday against Trinity International. First at bat tonight, go double off the wall. Didn't see a lot of pitches to hit after that, having drawing 4 walks.
Yeah. I just got to be patient. Just wanting a good pitch to swing at. But we had a lot of people that came through big time. Carson Pritchard with big at-bats. A couple other people out there, too. So.
Also, I thought defensively the Bears played extremely well tonight, too, and had some unusual stat lines. We had a 5.63 put out. We had a 4.3 unassisted. We also had a 6.34 double play tonight.
Double plays were just all over the place tonight.
But talk about the focus there. It's really easy when somebody, especially a situation that the ball is hit off of Klusner at third, you're aware, pick up the softball, throw a bullet across there. Talk about that mentality of always staying prepared.
Yeah, you just got to, wherever the ball goes, you're backing up that player. And so it just kind of worked out perfect, kind of bounced right into my hand. So as long as you're just doing what you practice and it's going all out and paying attention, backing up your players, then it's going to happen at some point for you.
So, Zoe, you've been around the game of softball a long time. Your dad's a successful coach at Ashland Paul Blazer. Talk about these pitching performances. You guys hold this team to 2 runs and 7 hits over 2 games.
Yeah, CJ and Kelsey were on fire tonight. I don't know what they ate today, don't know what they did, but they need to keep doing it. They were awesome. They killed it tonight.
They need to find out what they ate and eat it again, right?
Yes, for sure. Kelsey is superstitious, so I'm sure she'll do exactly what she did today.
But truly spoken as a true, of course, baseball guys are definitely superstitious, and Very similar in the broadcast booth here tonight. I made sure I was marking everything in the same exact way because I'm not for sure if softball gods and baseball gods actually pay attention or not, but they did tonight, though.
They did tonight for sure, yes.
But good at bats all around, too. You guys minimize your strikeouts offensively, too. Don't think I see maybe trying to get some more key hits with runners on base,
Yep,
though.
that's exactly what we talked about after this game, and that's what we'll be working on at practice is getting key hits when we got runners in scoring position.
So, graduate student, you're graduating with your master's here in May. What's the plans after graduation?
The plans after graduation, I think I'm going to hang out around when you pack a little bit more, take a job maybe in the admissions office.
Well, that's perfect. I'm glad the whole world just heard that as well, too, because I was hoping.
That was your way, wasn't it?
Yes, that was something that we're excited about having Zoe, and also just taking the opportunities here as you a great student athlete here, a great athlete, but also a better student. Named student of the year last year in the business school. I think got 4.0 in the MBA program so far.
So far, yes.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
yeah, knocking on wood on that as well too. But also taking advantage of opportunities on the Hill where he's still a student ambassador, and now you're working way to an opportunity maybe as a missions counselor as well.
Yep. Thanks to a good boss. Right?
Well, I tell you what, you're awesome. For folks at home, she's really good at building graphs as well too. So thank you very much. So Zoe Ingram, the grad student. Well, I'll talk to
Thank
CJ.
you, Gary.
Thank you, Zoe. All right, so CJ, Zoe, and I were just talking about whatever you ate today, eat it every time you pitch.
I actually didn't eat anything today. I'm going to go to Fazoli's after this.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can advise you not to eat on days you pitch, but I'll tell you what, you were on fire today.
Absolutely. It was a great day. I thought our batters did great today and our fielders did great today, and, I mean, everything was great. I think there was nothing that I can complain about.
Yeah, so you give it the one hit. You faced the minimum. You faced only 21 batters in the 7 innings. Had 12 punch-outs as well, too. Didn't walk anybody. I mean, what was different about today? I mean, you're a successful pitcher, but I mean, you were on today.
I just felt really good today. We actually warmed up on the turf today, so I might have to start warming up on the turf every day. So
Do whatever it is, CJ. Do that same thing.
for sure.
But also, talking about Kelsey, too, you guys in a doubleheader hold this team to 2 runs on 7 hits total over 2 games. Talk about that, the importance of having that type of production out of the circle.
It's just really encouraging going into the season for sure. Me and Kelsey have worked really hard to get where we are today. I know Kelsey, it was a long game for her, a lot of pitches to throw. She doesn't usually throw a whole lot of pitches. But I don't know, I'm really excited. I think me and Kelsey are going to have a great season together, and we just complement each other really well.
You know, this ball club's pretty good to come in the ball game 2-0 on the season as well. Then you guys, again, you held them to 1 hit. Close ball game, though. You know, the Cox, who was the pitcher for Bluefield, threw a good ball game as well. But talk about pitching in those close ball games.
Oh, it's always fun. I made the comment while I was on the bench while we were batting in my game that it's a pitcher's duel, which I did a lot of that in high school, so I was really excited. It was encouraging to come back, and it was like a little bit of a memory lane. But it's stressful because it feels like the whole game's on your shoulder at one point because both teams it's just pitchers and pitchers. But I like those games a lot. I think they're a lot of fun.
Well, definitely you're a student athlete here, so tell us what you're majoring in.
I came into UPike as a criminal justice major, but I just recently picked up a major in sociology and psychology, so I'm triple majoring right now.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, and then I'm probably going to pick up a communications minor.
So what's the plans after graduation?
Ultimate goal is probably just be a game warden. I want to move west and just kind of hang out in the west and do whatever. I really love being outdoors and everything like that, so I'll probably do a little bit of law enforcement work, and then hopefully just move wherever I can to do a little bit of conservation.
Hopefully you got with Justin Hazelwood on campus.
Absolutely, we're friends.
He has some great connections, and I know on the baseball team, Ethan Sternhouse, he wants to become a game warden as well, too. Do you know Ethan?
We have a couple classes together, but I can't say I've had many conversations with him.
Well, definitely you guys have the same type of career path, so maybe you guys can get connected. Plus, he's a pitcher, too.
Absolutely.
So, the pitchers always makes everybody's best friend, right?
For sure.
So, CJ, picked up the win today. Congratulations on that one. Also, congratulations on your trip, and hopefully good luck on your trip down to Myrtle Beach as well, too.
Thank you.
So, CJ, she comes up with 12 strikeouts, pacing the minimum tonight with 21 batters. We appreciate you. Also appreciate you guys watching Bears softball on the UPike Sports Network. Please remember, it's always a great day to be a Bear.